They can hear us.
They can hear us, right?
Yeah, you guys are going wabba dabba dabba da on the levels.
Okay. As long as we're going wabba dabba dabba da. Hello.
Like, I'll check. Casey will check when she gets back down here in a second, but I can
Hello,
in theory
everyone.
do it on my phone.
We are back for another session. This is Nat Disaster. As always, just a bunch of idiot friends trying to play some D&D. Hello. My name is Brian. Ooh, audio is working. Cool.
Yeah, I checked
Confirmation. My name is Brian Creevy. I'm the DM, the Disaster Master here. Thank you to Jacoby. And yeah, we're here excited for another session playing on together. We got a little bit of a weird schedule today because one person is still finishing up work, but the party's split because you guys always fucking split the party.
We're a group of rogues. We all used to working by ourselves, so this is not weird at all, technically, based on the characters we are playing.
Yep.
It's true.
So it all works out in some way. So this is who we have for now. Mr. Maines will not be joining us tonight. So I know it actually works out well there too, because his character was just being pulled off to go do something. So it all
Literally.
Someone.
Yeah, literally
Someone.
do something. Literally.
Which we'll probably pick up with that at the beginning of next session, because there is something that may or may not happen there. But here's our crew today, starting over with the Tech Paladin over to my side right there.
Hey, I'm Conlon.
Come on, get that high energy, Conlon. Come on.
Okay, give me a sec. I can get to there. I just was reading Twitter, so. Oh no, I'm good. Let's go. Okay, that's too much. That was too much. That was up here. I'm not there today. I'm at a good 6 or 7. Good enough to play. I'll get more heights as we play. But hi, I'm Conlon Rose. I play Rainn. I'm also one of the co-creators of this bullshit that we call Disaster. Not Disaster. I almost said Disaster Cast because my brain's still in that mode for some reason. Thank you for coming to us. Rainn's probably really emotional. Everyone should say something about their character. Rainn's really probably emotional right now and is kind of nearly a wreck, but holding it together. Let's see where she goes. We won't see that for an hour and a half, probably.
Yeah. We'll see where everything goes. We could always start with, if you guys want a final word before you guys split off, if you want to say anything.
Rainn has nothing to say. She's serious. Said, Delsin, walk me home.
Okay.
She did that was her line.
After that,
to add the actual extra tension to fucking Andy being like, are they fucking?
After that, with visuals today, because it seems to be working out pretty well with this camera, we have the majestic beard himself.
Hey, name's Cal McDowell. Doing Sea Breeze today.
Mm-hmm.
Feeling pretty on edge about how last session ended. It's going to be interesting how this session plays out.
Yeah.
Also, I apologize in advance to the viewers if I have to run off and be sick. I am sick.
We just appreciate you coming, man, and hopefully this game will, cheer you up, lift your spirits and maybe cure your sickness. D&D cures things, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's mainly the mental health bits, not as much the physical sickness.
Yeah, I'm picturing more like a lesser restoration effect here.
It's not.
We'll work on it.
Yet, but and
sorry, I gotta level up more.
Yeah.
You guys know I'm the cleric of the group.
You are, yeah.
And last for the group we got here, we got basically the lore tracker of the entire group.
When we get a wiki, she'll write it.
I totally expect that, actually.
I'm so honored. Hi, I'm Vicky. I play Andy. He is a Tabaxi monk rogue. He just wants to dance.
That is all he wanted to do tonight, and
same. I didn't get to do that.
And he's going. He's gonna do it.
Rainn's gonna go cry on a rooftop.
It's crazy how the majority of the day of each day is 2 sessions, and then the ending of the day is 5 because something happens every night.
We're rogues. We do stuff at night. That's normal. We're creatures of the night.
Shady shit. Shady shit. But yeah, we'll be having Andrew joining us sometime after 7 o'clock when he gets out of work, and he'll be continuing his segment of today's session with Rainn. But yeah, this is the group we got going here today.
No yawning. Fuck, don't do that. I know you only got 4 hours of sleep, dude.
We lost 1 hour of sleep to
Yeah, you did not plan well, dude. I realized that when I woke up. I was like, wait, Brian lost an hour. He fucked himself so hard.
I went to bed at 4 a.m. and I think I already lost the hour of sleep then, and I need to get up at 8:30.
In contrast, I actually went to bed early last night. I fell asleep at 11:45 and I woke up at 11:45.
Well, like I said, I'm sick, so I fell asleep literally at 6:17 last night.
Oof.
I remember the last time I looked at the clock before I passed out, though. It said 4:48, so it was even worse.
Ryan W. Creevy. I don't know your middle name. It's Michael, isn't it?
It's Michael Creevy.
I fucking hate you. God damn it, guys.
It's BMMC.
If you're in the church, but that's besides the point.
It's funny as hell, Brian, so stay with you until you die, because I find it funny.
All right. But yeah, we can, I don't think there's much more to announce other than if you guys can, please give us a follow. We are 48 Twitch followers.
49. We got one last night during the nighttime. We have 1 more to go.
We need 1 more person to get to Twitch affiliate.
And Ethan's in the chat. Hi, Ethan.
Hi, Ethan.
Twitch affiliate already. Once we get to 50, once we get affiliate, we will name off every single person who followed us, and then
doing that.
I will do that.
And I are gonna name off every single person that followed us, and then from
It'll
there
be a disaster cast.
Our goal of 100 followers, where Conlon is gonna do our first giveaway. So, well, hopefully, once we get to affiliate, we can actually get up to that.
Hey, would it count if Bethany followed us?
Yes.
Yes, it would.
Brian has to make his own account, anyways.
We'll hit 50. And then Ethan already told me he was going to be a dick, and he's going to unfollow us once we get to 50.
Ethan, if you unfollow, you can't be a mod, so.
I'm watching you.
Also, when we hit 50, we get I think we get mods once we hit affiliate.
What was that comment?
Once we hit affiliate, I can name moderators in the chat, I believe.
So Ethan, it's not in your best interest. You can officially.
Yeah, you're supposed to be our first moderator.
Which also, on top of that, too, watch our disaster cast that we streamed last night.
It was great. It was so fun.
Really good. We got to have our first guest on the show that's not part of the normal cast. We interviewed XX Pulp, our friend who did all of the artworks, and got some questions asked about him, and talks about the actual artwork themselves, from Naresh to Knock and Vane to Bracket and everybody.
And you talked about anime for about 45 minutes.
Yeah. Wait, right. We actually had somebody in the chat talking, so it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was great.
That's awesome.
But
chat was hopping last night.
I have really nothing else to say other than follow. We look forward to hitting affiliate, getting a little bit more promoted, and creating a story for everyone else. Hopefully by the gala we can have like 10 or 12 people in the chat when we're.
Oh, that would be so great! I want people to react to the gala because it's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be like the big event we do, like the first big event.
We're almost there. Maybe we might be able to do it in person, so we'll see. But
it depends how long. Based on math, maybe.
That'd be so great. Oh my god.
Yeah, but
everyone apply for your vaccines.
I think tonight, guys, we can let our disaster unfold. So, previously on that disaster heist. Oh boy, guys. Seabreeze caused another side quest. And you got, after getting kidnapped by Yic LostSouls on what was supposed to be the last hurrah for the Lucky Cinq before their big,
I just wanted to dance for an hour and then brute in the booth. Okay, it's all I wanted to do, and I didn't get to do any of that. I will still brute tonight, but I didn't get to dance.
The Lucky
You bruted a little bit.
That's
the Lucky
true.
Cinq
I'll continue it.
Quickly realized that Seabreeze was kidnapped as Wet Hands had distracted them. They raced through the city, getting to Forgotten Storage, where a locate object spell put on the charm that Seabreeze does typically wear. The group went into Forgotten Storage, solved some puzzles, fought some monsters, got a Duna platform to work again, found some colored pencils.
Hell yeah.
And that led up to last session, where we did unfortunately have some audio issues, but we did do the disaster discussion to recap the events, which was basically traveling through the fog. They were found in an area with trees with these circular devices built into them with hands, what we all would know as clocks. They walked through seeing creatures that they've never seen before, and then the city of Zista, like that, yes. In the city of Zista City, growing almost through the trees themselves, like it's trying to emulate an alleyway, and the footprints almost looking like they were force made. Delsin ended up reliving one of his one past trauma that he experienced with Titilia's designs and decor, watching the moment that he believes showed that his father caused the destruction of that place as it was a competition. Following through a white light that ended the memory, you guys came out into a courtyard littered with bones, two large dog house-esque structures on either side, and a mansion that kind of towered into the actual the fog above. There's a porch on there where a gnoll wizard was floating above a desk doing some research until you guys approached. Serenity staying off to the side with the dog houses because Serenity does as she does. And you guys tried to play it off as a normal transaction, like, hey, we came here, we're looking for wares. Mentioning don't mind the Kenku in the glass container in the back there. That's nothing to worry about. And with a very high insight,
don't worry about it.
Tell, both from Andy's looks and Delsin gripping his bow, that the group was here to try to get Seabreeze back. With some tense discussions that I'm so sad we lost the audio on because it was so good.
We done fucked it.
No, dude, hey, it's our lost episode, like you said. We'll one day have to re-audio it if anybody ever makes animation.
Like SpongeBob.
Yep.
Yeah, the lost episode. With some tense debates, you guys came to two possible outcomes, which was giving something in return and getting Seabreeze back, not having to return, but Yic still keeping the necklace, as Yic is trying to map out what he calls the clockwork forest, something that everybody has a tie to, something tied to their soul, something he's trying to map out to locate someone. And he will not give up the necklace. He does want what is tied to the soul trapped within the necklace. The second option was leaving the necklace overnight, releasing Seabreeze right now, and returning this necklace with possibly the soul to the party in the morning, and Seabreeze having to return after the event that Rainn says she needs him for, that is going to take place on the following day, for Yic to perform further research and other investigation. After pondering on it, deciding to have an actual transaction and buy some scrolls before making a decision, the group decided to give, as Yic said it, the merchandise an opinion and awaken Seabreeze to see what Seabreeze would have liked to do. As nobody in the party really liked trying to decide the fate of another person. Rainn didn't care, but Andy was a little conflicted.
Yeah.
Seabreeze awoken, not able to move, and given the options again. Seabreeze made it very clear he does not want to lose Wet Hands, and Wet Hands, even in the moment, like, I'm not sure what's going on, but yeah. Yic proposed the options and made it clear that I believe there is a chance I can separate your friend from the necklace and still get what I want, but I need it for the night. Seabreeze passing on the decision to Wet Hands, as this was holding his spirit in its hands. Wet Hands talking about was a pirate without his freedom and saying he would like to, if there's a chance that he could be free from this. With a heartfelt goodbye and more emotional send-off than you guys really thought you would feel for this character.
I was emotional. Rainn did not give a fuck.
Remove Curse was cast on Seabreeze, and he slowly lost all his water genasi traits, returning that back to the form of the Kenku in which he was before, and Seabreeze's image slowly fading out. Seabreeze was released, awkwardly fist bumped Yic. Cause
Callum.
Because Callum.
No, because Seabreeze. I wouldn't have done that. I probably would have kicked him right in his fucking nuts.
The group ended up leaving with their scrolls, and their friend returned to them. Passing through the Clockwork Forest opening that Yic has once more, Andy leading the charge this time. With Andy walking through and seeing things that looks very similar to the monastery, he ended up seeing shadows that kept on poking around trees and turning back and disappearing and going all over the place, until he did see the same structure that he does train and meditate with Kasin all the time. There's two darked out figures. One of them that Andy could tell was the Infinite One, Anislata. And the other one was a familiar voice that he heard recently while helping their friend Paul out with a side quest, one that said, "Run, you fool." And it spoke about that one who spoke before seemed like they were injured. They couldn't do something, and Anislata offered to slip them in with a spell on somebody new within the monastery. The person agreed, saying, "I will find my way out." And the party continued outside the Clockwork Forest. They left outside Forgotten Storage. Some of them getting the events of inside Forgotten Storage, and other than the interactions with Yic, some others remember it. And a few of the party members, Andy, Wind Whisper, Seabreeze, and Delsin, noticing the mask of misfortune looking down on all of them from across the way. Seabreeze going out to flip the bird to Misfortune, and then Misfortune backing away afterwards.
Behind you was Rainn doing, "What the fuck? Stop."
Rainn, you didn't even know until Misfortune went away.
All right. Well, don't flip her off.
The party
trying to
left
keep her
Forgotten
happy.
Storage. Small shenanigans that left Seabreeze falling flat on his face again, and just so done with the past couple of days of his life. The party had Peach run up to Serenity afterwards, letting know there is some work for Serenity at Fortune's welcome gift. And the party is split once more. Groups of Andy, Serenity, and Seabreeze going over to the Rainbow Tabaxi in order to reclaim their things and leave off and party a little bit more. And then the group of Rainn and Delsin, as Rainn had asked Delsin to walk her home, Andy trying to glean if there was any sexual or romantic
Just
innuendos
romantic.
from
He's
everything.
not a creep.
Does she want that dick?
No, it's Rainn if Rainn
Not in
emanates
the
sexual
way.
tension in my head. Like, I feel like everyone's like, is she flirting or is she gonna stab me? I'm not very sure. I can't tell the vibe.
All I know is I like it.
yeah.
And that is where
It might be
we will
both.
end. That is where we will begin. Sorry, not end. Begin today's session. Just end the session. It's all over, guys. Okay.
Goodbye.
End card. Gone. Sorry, we're gone. Okay, they can see us again. I'm just being a dick.
I just wanted to double check.
Did you actually?
Yeah, I put the end card up for like 1 second.
No.
You'll see it on the stream for like 1 second.
You did. I just saw it.
I just wanted to check. Did the party discuss that Delsin and Rainn don't remember?
No.
Know that?
No,
No.
it was not discussed.
Were we able to notice them, like, looking
The
disoriented?
only thing that we might be able to hint is when that happened, Rainn and Delsin kind of like stopped for a second, and Rainn looked and saw Seabreeze, but not Seabreeze, and just went back like, "Well, looks like the problem solved itself."
I did say that out loud. Oh no, we've lost Callum for a second. Oh, we got Callum back. Yeah, I did say, looks like the problem solved itself. I did say that out loud.
Try to figure out why they were acting like that.
You can see right at this time, Rainn and Delsin are walking over towards an alley to go off on their own way. As you are next to Seabreeze, walking in the direction towards Rainbow Tabaxi. You see Serenity just says, "I'm gonna go grab my things real quick from the Rainbow Tabaxi, and I'll be off. I I got a client waiting for me.
Oh, okay.
I want to let you know, guys. I'm sorry, my video cut out. It kicked me off for a second time, and I think it might be because of the video. So I'm just gonna like let it do its thing.
No
That's fine.
worries, man.
At least I got to see at least they got to see my face for a little while.
Yeah, we always love seeing your face.
It's a
So
good face.
Serenity turns back over into one of her succubus forms and starts flying off ahead of you guys over some buildings. And Andy and Seabreeze, you are left alone on the eastern side road of Zista City. Forgotten storage in your wake behind you, and a long road back up through the city. You can see it is lit right now, the streets with the oil lanterns every so few paces in street corners ahead. All shops closed. Not really many carriages. There are a few with late night travelers and still some guard patrols, but the traffic is barren and it's pretty alone.
You want to commandeer one of those carriages?
Hmm?
I was saying, do you want to commandeer one of those carriages? I'm totally just joking. That was Callum to the.
Oh, okay.
What? No, illegally. I was totally commandeer, like highwayman style.
Seabreeze is like, huh? You want to steal a carriage?
You have 1 HP.
It has been 2 minutes.
Andy sprinted here. Does he know how long it would take for him and Seabreeze to walk back?
Walking back from where you guys are at, would probably take an hour and a half. You do know there are some there's a fast travel location near the Rainbow Tabaxi, and there is one about 10-15 minutes away from you where you are right now.
Okay, I'll start leading Seabreeze to that fast travel location.
Okay.
I'm probably just following and like looking at the ground and like slumped shoulders, and I'm just looking sad and crestfallen.
I just pat him on the back.
I'm like gonna meet your eyes and I'm gonna sigh and I'm like crack a smile, but I'm just gonna like kind of keep walking towards like following pretty much at your hip. Like
Okay.
He'll walk in silence for a few minutes and then just be like, you know, it was inconvenient, but we're happy to have you back.
I'm gonna roll a dice real quick. Give me 2 seconds.
How does Seabreeze react?
So what would I roll to stifle a sniffle? I'm crying right now.
If you're trying to hide it, it's a stealth check.
All right, stealth check. I got.
Would this be insight or perception?
I'd say perception because it's a sound and a visual. You can do honestly. You can do either perception or insight. It just changes what you glean.
14.
I also rolled a 14.
You think you're holding in pretty well, but there are moments that do let out that sniffle, and Andy, you are able to catch that.
I'm gonna act like I don't notice, but I am gonna give him like some scratches behind the head.
After probably like another minute or so of walking, I'm gonna like look at you and I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna like kind of croak out like, I'm sorry.
I just give him a hug.
Underneath the lantern, there's nobody really nearby. You guys just have a nice little warm embrace in the silence.
When we get to
as you're hugging me, I'm gonna say I don't want to lose him. I don't want to lose another one.
Andy takes a second, and then he just says, "He was here past his time."
Hope he can be.
What did you say? You cut out a little bit, Cal.
I said I just hope he can be.
I hope so too, but there's not that much to worry about. Even if he is gone, probably will go where he's meant to be.
It's a good thing it's called the Astral Sea, because he's a goddamn pirate.
We selling it, man.
So when we get to like a alleyway or something,
You guys are turning down the alleyway that does lead to the fast travel location.
I would like to help Seabreeze apply disguise to help cover up his feathers.
You probably should make him look like he looked like earlier in the day.
I was gonna try to make him like tealish, kind of like just kind of take like some blue.
Tealish with a yellow stripe down my head, basically, is what I was gonna go with.
Okay. So you're trying to use a disguise kit to apply makeup.
I'm not proficient, but I was thinking maybe I could assist.
Do you get proficiency with disguise kits?
It's something you can get. I don't know if that's something you have. It would be.
No, I've got double proficiency with thieves' tools, and I've got navigators' tools and water vehicles.
So neither of you guys own a disguise kit?
I do own one.
Okay.
It is an intelligence-based check just to make sure you're applying.
So I would help Seabreeze.
It can be either intelligence-based or it can be charisma-based because it's one of the two.
I'm definitely making it based off my charisma.
Yeah, I just want to help him out.
So
am I still making it a disadvantage?
If Seabreeze is doing it, he has disadvantage, but Andy is helping, so you have a straight roll.
Okay.
Oh, straight roll. Fucking perfect.
That's probably for the best still.
No, yeah, my straight roll is an 18. So plus my check is 21.
18. Okay, so you are able to apply some sort of cover up onto Seabreeze's form to kind of change the coloration of him, make him not as outright like the Kenku that had been there before. It does seem like he's blue-ish, kind of like what you guys have been telling the guards you were looking for, a blue Kenku.
Yeah.
Leaving the mark that's still on his hand from the Rainbow Tabaxi for having admission tonight. Looks like a decent job, unless somebody's really looking for him. You believe that it would be
I
something
just like tie my black cloak that I already like put around him. I just like tie it and tuck the under part underneath so that it fits him better because I know he's kind of shorter than I am.
Clothes and shit on.
You have a cloak?
I've got a coat and cape.
Okay, then never mind. I was saying that I put mine over you to kind of hide your figure, but yeah, I'll take it back.
No, I'm like decked out.
Oh, okay.
Cool. So many clothes.
Take my back then.
All right. You guys get to the entrance to the fast travel. Anybody who's going to be using their magic to open up?
1 sec.
I
take the ball of an never-ending string. I put it on one side and I stretch it to the other.
Wait, how does this work?
To open up the portal to the underzista, there's two handholds on almost like a bar symbol on a wall. You put magic against it and it glows. They ask for the password. You guys give the password, which you guys do. So Andy, put the string on the side and almost lining the holes, and it does start to glow up. Reciting the password, you can hear a very sleepy voice on the inside. As it does open up, you can see this gnomish woman just going, you guys are up late.
Good evening.
Your job is to do this, lady.
This is not an active one in this location where she goes. Not many people use this one.
Brian, what's Lavor's team name? I forget.
The Blessed Feet. Oh my god, it was like the Blessed Feet Fire or something.
Blessed Feet Blaze?
Blessed Feet Blaze, yes, Blaze.
Okay, I ask, do you know if the Blessed Feet Blaze have fought yet tonight?
And
I
they
walk in.
and she kind of rubs her eyes for a second. She's like, well, no, I was asleep for the past hour or so. I'm not sure. Do you want to get sent over there to see?
I look over at Seabreeze and I'm like, do you care if we take a quick detour? Or we can ask the next guy, maybe.
No, let's fucking do it. I'm gonna throw up one of those fucking like surfer signs, like a
Rockshaw.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one.
Yeah. But I just don't want him to see me if we missed it. I feel like that's a little.
Send me in the head. I don't give a shit.
No, bad idea.
Smarter than you look.
He's wise, my guy.
That's funny.
Dumb, but wise.
All right. So you guys want to head over to that portion of the city where they have the fights?
Yeah, just to take a look around, see.
Vicky, do you remember the name of the place?
What portion of the city is it in, Brian?
It's the northern portion of the city.
Let me get over to my notes. Stilhar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys head over into Stilhar. As soon as you landing in that glass area with the questioning, you can almost hear the cheers still going on from the arena all around. Guy asks you the normal question and welcomes you into this city. It seems to be a half-elven older gentleman.
I'll ask him too.
You're just like, I think they were the midnight premiere show, so they're a little over an hour ago.
Okay.
If it makes you feel any better, they won.
That's good to hear.
I know they normally.
He's gonna look over and like kind of sheepishly just say sorry again.
I'll like elbow him and be like, "It's not a problem."
They typically go. I mean, most fighters go over to the Brawler's Mug afterwards. I don't know if they're still there or not. But you can always check.
Andy
I think we should.
hesitates.
No, I think we should. I think we should go quickly grab those cards first, though, because I think we should make that a priority. But I think we should go say hi to. Is it Faeror or Leyror?
Leyror and Phaeton.
Gotcha. Yeah, twins. I think we should go say hi.
So
which the worst that's gonna happen
would bring us over to the Rainbow Tabaxi then?
Yeah, there's an entranceway from fast travel that is about like a 10-15 minute walk from the Rainbow Tabaxi. So by going 15 minutes to the one you went to and then fast traveling there, it would be basically a half hour to get to the Rainbow Tabaxi instead of the hour and a half to walk. So you guys saved yourself an hour. You do have time depending on how it would have gotten you there by walking.
Okay, so we still have a bit of time. We can do a detour, or we could go there first and come back down. I feel kind of bad wasting the time, though.
Is the mug the warrior's mug here?
Yeah, the Brawler's Mug. It is something you guys went there after your fight. It's like right around the corner, probably like a 5-minute walk.
Fuck! I'm sorry. I thought you were sending us to like a third destination. No, let's fucking go. Like,
okay.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go to the mug.
Okay.
Like, cause like my thought on this is worst case scenario. If anything awkward like comes up and he's like, you missed my fight. What happened there? You just look at me and I'm like, yo, got kidnapped. Your boy's a hero. Like,
oh, stop.
You know, so like that's
Sell
my thought.
Sell that shit.
Yeah.
I just don't want him to think I'm here for like the wrong reasons. I just wanted to congratulate him. I really wanted to see him fight, but
What's your health at right now?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm at 54.
Out of how much?
63? Definitely in character.
You should definitely fight him.
Fight him?
Fuck yeah. Like
hey,
a friendly duel.
Mandy versus...
Like, hey, I missed your fight. You want to fucking take it to the fucking, like, backstage and duke it out, you know? Maybe throw a few punches and then, like, tackle him and then smooch him a little. It'd be cute. Don't worry about it.
That does sound...
I don't think that's what Seabreeze actually can say out loud.
No, whatever. He can't. Nah, shit, you can't read either. Oh my god, how are we communicating?
That's true. I can't
Seabreeze has some words to get the general idea of. Andy, roll an insight check.
No, but all of this is out of character. I was asking you what your health was at. Like, this was all meta for
11.
Okay. So, okay. No, I was seeing that in character.
Me too.
No, that's great, perfect. If that like, because
it wasn't a
I
high
meant
DC,
for it to
so
be like
I'm gonna say with 11, you were able to get the point across what Seabreeze
Okay.
was trying to say.
cool.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'm just like, I mean, it could be a good way to let off some tension, but he's probably at like, oh wait, he won. Do you want to know if that's like a thing we can do?
What? Fight somewhere?
Like reserve
People
an arena?
People fucking fight just walking around the arena in the stands.
Yeah, but
and
can we get a private arena or something? Is that like a thing?
they have training rooms and things like that.
Cool. Okay.
Can I watch? Oh, maybe not. That sounds a little kinky. I don't want to do that.
Wait, so you're like, wait, I don't want to be there. Wait.
I would like to
Okay.
watch an actual fight, but if you guys are gonna smooch at the end, I don't want to be there.
We're talking as we're walking. Well, I mean, I don't know if he wants to smooch me.
Yeah, but if you
anymore.
want to smooch him, like, I'm gonna give you the room.
I don't want to make him feel uncomfortable. He's leaving, you know.
Then just wait. But like, if you don't want to make him feel uncomfortable, just don't. Like, don't be pushy. Just, you know, like, shoot your shot, but like, don't be a dick about it.
Seabreeze is saying all this in metaphors because, you know, he doesn't probably have every one of these words.
No, you know what? No, I'm going back. Wait, retcon that last thing I
heard
said.
us all talk. We have been talking a lot.
I know, but he's missing random words, so he's just every once in a while a word's probably being replaced with something. He's like, "Give me a sec, I got this one. This is close enough." At least that's what I imagine.
Yeah.
I've been writing down all the wrong shit. All the shit applicable to being a rogue, not like a sexy friend. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, all my wingman skills are fucking bad.
Callum realizes I haven't been writing down phrases that have to do with being a wingman. Sorry.
Here, you could say a gnoll kidnapped me.
Yeah.
That's probably useful. I maybe have to sell my soul.
Well, that already on its own.
That's probably too much information.
Are you guys discussing this as you're walking over to the Brawler's mug? Okay.
No,
I'm
they're
writing
surrounded
this
by
down,
demon
too.
folk and stuff. They're like, oh, selling the soul, how interesting.
Yeah. Andy, you see several of the creatures that you saw fall out of the sky into the sleeper's pit, just like she's walking around through the arena right now. One of them like kind of eyeing you for a second. In almost like a friendly way.
Yeah, I wave.
They
I
just
go
walk
over
around.
to the Brawler's mug. I try to find Leroy.
Okay. As soon as you get in there, you can hear like a roar from some of the guests who are looking over on the other side of Scythela's bar, where you can see the actual arena from the fight. You look inside, roll a perception check.
Okay.
Oh, can I also look for Leroy? Is that?
Yeah, roll a perception check at disadvantage.
I'm so nervous.
All right.
Oh no, I rolled an 11 again.
All right, my perception Oh shit! No, I don't. I'm not wearing the shield. Never mind. My perception is an 18.
18. Annie, you're looking around. You don't see any signs. There's a decent amount of people in here. There seems to be like not the height of the night, but it's still going strong. It's kind of like at that steady, like it's just at the end of the climax of the night where some people are starting to leave, but it's still hyped up. Seabreeze, you also don't see anybody similar that you've seen up here. You do know there's a lower section to the bar, but from you're pretty confident looking around. You don't see Leroy or Phaeton around here. You do see Scythla, who's up at the bar right now. Her 6 arms kind of just like pushing somebody to the side who's a little bit pushy for a drink and kind of like slams his head down while with the other arm she's pouring another drink for somebody else.
I guess I'll go up to her and ask, hey, have Phaeton and Leroy come in?
They've been here since the end of the fight. Hey! And she takes another hand, bats somebody in the head. He kind of skids across the bar a little bit. And she's like, "Get a little handsy, huh?" Well, I believe one of them's passed out down there. I think they asked for the bill. They might be leaving soon.
Okay, thank you.
You walk around the side.
I go look. It's probably Leroy's passed out. Fuck. Okay. Yep.
You had to go pick up your drunk ex-boyfriend.
As you're walking down the stairs, you can see at the bottom booth, kind of just helping him out of the booth right now. Phaeton is helping Leroy, who's passed out, kind of get out of the booth and starts walking towards your way. And Phaeton stops and is like, "Oh, Andy.
Hi.
Sorry. It's a hell of a night."
I wanted to catch you guys' fight, but kind of lost track of time.
Your boy's a hero.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
He looks at you just like, "Well, do you do anything tonight? You're a hero."
A gnoll kidnapped me.
Oh, I'm sure Leroy would probably forgive you for missing the fight. I'd be lying if I said he didn't tell me beforehand. He was hoping you were out there.
And he
Now
just, like,
Jax didn't
puts
get
his head
any
in
of
his
that when I
hand
just
for a
said "aw."
Can you just let him know I came by?
Of course. We're heading out tomorrow. We have to head back to the Blessed Feet tribe, but
Yeah.
it'll be sometime in the morning. I don't know if you'll want to say hi beforehand.
Or
Do
bye.
Oh.
you think he'll want to see me?
Andy, and he looks down at his brother for a second. And he's just like, I don't always feel the same as my brother, but I've seen him pretty happy the times when he was with you. I know things didn't work out, but he always likes to see you.
Cute.
Oh no! Andy's gonna now have to go to the Blessed Feet tribe and visit him.
Andy,
Leaving.
invite Leroy out to the smoking behemoth.
Oh my god, how many people are gonna show the fuck up in this goddamn?
Yic is coming. No.
Oh,
Yic
yeah, that's
coming. Torian's coming.
No.
Phaeton says we'll be probably heading out. I don't know, maybe probably sometime around noon. It would give us a good. We'd get a good distance on the bridge by the end of the day. Probably get to the end. So.
Is there anywhere I should meet you guys?
Oh, you can meet us in the plaza, the one right at the entrance to the city.
Thanks, Phaeton.
Of course, he kind of like shoves his brother up, like, he like kind of like bats a little bit, and like he's trying to block his attack, and he's just like, "Come on, you lug." He just lifts him up the staircase a little bit and walks out.
And he just like puts his face onto the table.
it gets a little sticky from alcohol that's spilled all over the place. But
I'm gonna order Andy and I each a drink.
Okay. You wait a little bit until you can see Scythla's mobile bar just down to the lower level, and she's just like, I hear ya. God, I only have 6 arms. I don't have 12. She starts mixing a few other drinks around, and you approach her. What do you ask for?
I just say 2, please.
2 shots. What of rum, vodka?
Vodka.
Fuck me up, fam.
Fuck me up, fam.
All right, special brew. All right, and she pours 2 shots of a special.
You might not make it back to the Rainbow Tabaxi.
I grab it.
How much do I owe her?
For those, just give 4 silver.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna flicker a gold piece.
Yeah, we're nice guys.
She takes one of her 6 arms and like, all right, thank you. Just, hey, and she immediately just takes another person and bats him away, just like, y'all need to stay behind the bar.
Now, are these? You said these are shots?
They are 2 shots.
All right, I'm gonna bring one over to Andy. Andy, I'm gonna actually look for something that I can say in character.
And while you're thinking of that, real quick, we have our resident vigilante here.
As he's eating, you got him as he's eating.
Perfect timing.
Introduce yourself, Andrew, while Callum's thinking.
What up, guys? I'm Andrew. I play Delsin Marthas, aka the Shadow, the half-elf rogue Echo Knight fighter. Yeah.
So many mouthful characters.
Gonna be a nice tipping off of the night for you guys when we get to that segment of everything.
So if you don't mind me asking, what happened the last hour?
Not much yet.
Andy and Seabreeze had some conversations walking over to a fast travel portal. They went down to the Underzista to Stillheart where the death battles are to try to see if they could catch Leyror and Phaeton's fight, which is Andy's ex-boyfriend and his twin brother. They went over to the Brawler's Mug because the fight was ending, and they just ran into them on their way out. Her ex-boyfriend is passed out. Her brother was there, told them where they're going to be tomorrow, and let Andy know, like, he probably would want to see you. So
he misses Andy. He keeps talking about Andy. That was what heavily implied in the way Phaeton said it in my head.
Once, at least.
Yeah. It's come up in conversation.
Okay, let's take this fucking shot.
Shot.
Seabreeze wanted to say something first. Time is frozen.
I'm gonna go for an oldie but a goodie, and I'm just gonna say, Andy, man, you're cool. And I'm just gonna down my shot.
I was expecting useful skills.
All right, both of you roll a Constitution saving throw.
Mine is at disadvantage,
do I have advantage if this is technically poison?
It's alcohol. Alcohol is technically poison. So if you have advantage,
is mine at disadvantage because I'm exhausted?
Yeah. You don't get disadvantage on saving throws until 3rd level of exhaustion.
Fucking right. That's a good one.
19.
Mine is an unnatural 20.
All right, you guys take it back. It's bitter, but it doesn't leave a bad aftertaste. It is almost like a kind of like a burst kind of aftertaste in your mouth, almost like Pop Rocks kind of thing afterwards for a few seconds. And you guys are able to hold your mind. It was really strong though, so
nice. Tips it upside down, puts it on the bar.
I'm gonna do the same thing, and then I think if you're ready, we should probably head back to the Rainbow Tabaxi and get our shit, and then I probably need to get a bed.
Okay. All right.
Seems like
she takes one arm to kind of like give a little salute, and then another one that's taking a bottle and kind of just hits it across somebody's face. God,
the woman's in a bar brawl while having a conversation.
She has 6 arms. She can do it.
She's wonderful. She's a mood.
All right. So you guys find your way back to the exits. You
Yes.
give the man the instructions of where you want to go in the Infinite Rainbow. You come up to this this kind of like grumpled goblin man who's just sitting in the corner like, ugh. Well, here comes all the people leaving at night. I should probably. Okay. And he looks out real quick and opens the door to the city. Hope you enjoyed the fights.
Thanks. Have a good night.
Andy, who didn't see any fights. And
He's polite. He's not going to explain that he missed them.
You guys have about a 15-minute walk to the Rainbow Tabaxi if there's anything else you want to talk about. Otherwise, fast travel
Let's
to it.
walk on over.
Okay. You guys walking through the city, same kind of traffic here at the end of the day where it's mainly soldiers but especially in this area, you can see a lot of groups that have definitely gotten their fill of alcohol and other possible substances stumbling through the roads together.
Do any of them look wealthy?
Do any of them look wealthy? Yeah, there's a lot of students
Here we
there.
go.
You can
shit.
see.
Here we go.
Are there any
But you have
stragglers?
disadvantage on everything, just a reminder.
What was that, Callum?
I just want to try to pickpocket one straggler.
Okay. Yeah, roll a perception check to see if you can find anybody who does look easy target and wealthy.
All right, perception. That, my friend, is a 22 with disadvantage.
Yeah, there is you can see a group of elven like full elven like preppy clothes, kind of like their ties a little bit down right now. Shirts a little disabled. You can see like spill stains on a few of them. They're kind of just laughing through, have a few drinks on their hands and a lot of those glow rings as well. One of them is kind of like off to the side. He goes,
Puking in a corner.
he goes, one moment, guys, I'll catch up. And he walks off to an alleyway. It looks like to take a piss.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. My plan is I'm gonna go pretend to be drunk and brush by him, and as I brush by him, I'm gonna pickpocket him.
Okay. All right. So he's kind of. You see, he went into an alleyway, but like a few paces into the alleyway, and it's like not even over towards like a corner, kind of just out in the open. He puts his trowel down, and he is peeing. You can roll a sleight of hand check as you're walking by to bump into him. Also a disadvantage.
Make him piss on himself. Make him piss on himself.
Yeah.
Or
So my
if he rolls
sleight of
a
hand
low,
check.
piss on you.
My sleight of hand check is a 24 at disadvantage.
24.
Jesus. At disadvantage?
I have a 17 plus 7.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you do bump into him, and you're able to quickly just slip your hand into one of his pouches, and you feel a pouch of gold that has almost like another coin tied to a string hanging on the outside of it as well.
That's a platinum piece. It's mine.
You bump into this guy, and he just he like turns. You can see the stream stop for a second. He looks at you like, "Oh, fucking watch where you're going, fucking peasants."
I'm gonna like slur
He
out
said
some
fucking
nonsense at him.
peasants. Oh man, Rainn would just kill him.
Peasant.
Yeah, Callum, he said fucking peasants are littered all over in this area. God.
I don't give a shit what he said to me. Like I said, I just slur out some nonsense at him and keep walking.
And you walk up and catch up to Andy without getting a single drop of piss on you in the process. You did avoid
Ooh, I'm a badass.
that.
Because you're a bamf.
You may be exhausted. You may be low on health. But
He still
You
does
are
rogue
still
shit.
Fucking rogue.
Rogue shit.
all right. So you got your spoils.
Can you tell me how much I got? Or should I wait and check it out later?
I was gonna wait until you basically said whether you were checking now or not.
Yeah, I'll wait until I get in the Rainbow Tabaxi.
Okay.
All right.
Fair.
So you head off into that direction, and you guys walk down the cul-de-sac that does lead to the Rainbow Tabaxi. You'd see a lot of carriages picking up stragglers coming in and out of this area right now. more people obviously leaving than not, and you guys can already see from your distance, Andy. You can see Jim Chaw and Grotee. They're at the top of the stairs, and they kind of just have two people by the backs of their shirts and like, "Hey, what's going on? Come on!" And they kind of toss them down the staircase, and they're like, none of that here. You know, you get kicked out. Stay out for the week. You're banned. I don't want
Do
to
I
see your
recognize
faces
these
around
guys
here.
getting kicked out?
They look like some sort of preppy boys. You know that there's this area is held up by a lot of people, not only from the Origins Institute, but some of the non-magical institutes as well. None that you've seen before, though.
Okay.
Roll a perception check, though.
Okay. Math. 21.
21. So, you can tell that in the process from what happened there when they got thrown down, it they didn't seem to notice, but it did look like a pouch did fall out of one of the boys' bags as they fell on the ground. They got up and they're like, "We don't need a stupid place like this. Come on!" And they just walk away, not even
I
notice.
pick it up.
Okay. All right, you guys walk back up through the entrance.
Yeah.
Jim Chaw turns and be like, Andy, you did return.
Yeah.
He straightens his suit out a little bit. You can see there are some spill stains on it. It looks like it's been a kind of rough night. And he's just like, well, got a bunch of people leaving now. Don't know if it's still your crowd, but still open for a few hours, you know? Coming in.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
Thanks.
And he looks down at the Kenku. He's just like, were you here earlier? Do you have access?
Show him my hand.
Yeah, I say he's with me.
Oh, must have missed you out the door. Normally, but he just sees the VIP thing. He doesn't see the X for the walking out the door, and he's just like, "Very well. Well, come back in." And he comes down. He's like, "May I like to X your hand in case you have to leave again?"
Did he already exit once?
No, because you got smuggled out of here the last time.
Oh yeah, sure.
So he does put an X on there, so now that way they know you were in here before. It's like, very well, and they both let you inside.
Okay.
Thanks.
Let's go fucking dance, man.
No, wait, I gotta go find those cards real quick, and I want to count my money.
Right.
Okay.
You go find a good spot. I'll buy us more drinks, and I'll meet you then.
You can still probably use the booth.
You guys walk over to the area where Merle is and all the merch tables that are there.
We should get background rave music whenever we're in the Rainbow Tabaxi.
We'll
Andrew,
work
just
on
provide
it.
right now. Andrew, you can do the music in the back.
No, I feel like I get it.
A straight hour of just.
You're just gonna give him a migraine.
You do see there's not a big line right now at the merch table, but you can see a bunch of 6 guards. We're talking with Merle right now. It looks like, Andy, you could recognize the same 6 guards who were kind of like helping you guys out search earlier today. Roll a perception check, both of you. They're having a conversation.
Damn, 11.
What? Wow.
Well, last session you were rolling like a fucking champ, though.
I know. I had to come back around sometime.
Callum, you're muted. Did you roll?
I'm currently peeing.
Would you like me to roll for you at disadvantage?
No, give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna finish peeing and then wash my hands.
Andy's already kind of dancing.
So, Andy, you're able to hear, and it'll change slightly if Seabreeze rolls a bit higher. You're able to hear, just from the guards, it seems like still searching, stolen earlier, must be here. You're not sure exactly what they're talking about, and Merle responds back, I've been preoccupied, busy. And those are all the keywords.
Need to roll?
Catch. Go ahead and roll.
All right. At disadvantage, I got fucking that one.
So
don't hear nothing.
you hear yeah, you were not able to hear anything, Andy. You're able to hear that slight conversation, and then afterwards, you do see one of the guards kind of splits off from the rest and goes up through the VIP lounge or lets him through.
Okay. I want to go to the room that we had with Vojo.
Okay. So you want to head back up to the VIP lounge, okay? So Seabreeze, do you follow up as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna go look for the cards, but I'm gonna go to the VIP room first.
Okay. So you guys follow up behind this guard who's going upstairs, and as he gets there, he kind of stops at the top of the stairs and looks around, and you guys come up behind him. He turns around, he's just like, "Oh, it seems to be a dragonborn fellow," and he's just like,
Do I notice this? Do I recognize this guy from the orgy?
You don't recognize it from the Origins Institute. You
No,
recognize
orgy. He said orgy, not origin. That's it.
Orgy. Yes, this is one of the guards who is in that room that you stole his cards from.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
He turns around and he's just like, both of you, don't mean to disturb your night. Somebody stole from our squad tonight some cards. I'm doing one last sweep up here. If you guys do find any, please do turn them in. They are very important. It's important those don't get into the wrong hands.
I actually know who stole them.
Oh no!
What the fuck are you doing, buddy?
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a gnoll wizard.
Yes.
His name is Yic Soul Stealer.
It's
Lost Soul.
You would know that.
Andy lost souls. I think
No,
that's
Andy's
what
not
he's.
saying that.
Andy.
Yic LostSouls.
Roll a deception check
All right.
at disadvantage.
Advantage.
I know it's a disadvantage. That's actually still not bad though. Deception. The 17, my friend.
Oh, he might tell the truth to you because he's a paladin. Then you're gonna be dicked.
Look, so he's just like, how do you know this? Did you see this person steal them?
I guess we're doing this. Andy will step in at this point and say, actually, he kidnapped my friend here earlier tonight.
There are other paladins that will corroborate this story. I can't say any of that.
Are you the missing Kenku? We've been keeping an eye out around here in case you did turn up.
Yes.
Yeah, we found him.
Good. Well, we're glad that everything worked out there. So, you got kidnapped. Are you saying it's like you saw it in the before your kidnapping, before you were taken?
Yes, they were in his VIP room.
Oh, they're in his. Are they? Is he still in there now?
No, he brought me to his VIP room and took me with the cards and the rest of his possessions to Lost Storage, to his hideout.
In Forgotten Storage.
Yes.
Would you be able to show me?
Yes.
Well, come with me right now.
Oh no! This has become a finder's quest. You guys are dying tonight. Goodbye.
I'm not dying tonight.
I can't come right now, sir. I literally just escaped from his clutches. I'm at the brink of death.
Alright, well,
I need to rest before I
adventure.
If what you say is true, then we are going to need to get access to Forgotten Storage. It is an owned property land.
Andy, you would know that we did say that we were waiting for guards, and you can say that probably.
Would you be able to? Oh, go ahead.
I say, I believe there was a captain or something looking to get a search warrant for finding our missing friend here. Luckily, we got him out, but they wanted to enter already. They might already have a warrant to get inside.
Would you two be able to meet us at the armory tomorrow if you know where this fellow is? Especially if you say they are a wizard.
I can certainly do that.
What'd you say?
I can certainly do that. Yes. I also like to make another deception check when I say
What
that.
time?
He would say, well, as early as you can in the morning. My shift's about to end, so maybe around 10 o'clock.
Ooh, that.
Andy goes, I'm sorry, I have prior obligations.
But he can meet you. Good luck. Good luck.
What about you? And he turns to you, Seabreeze.
I'm going to try to deceive him, and I'm going to say I'll be.
I give Seabreeze like sorry eyes, like I don't want to fucking go there eyes.
Oh, okay.
She's still not fucking that. That's literally another 17. That's an 11 plus 6.
Oh my god, you guys are playing this fast and loose.
I didn't start this. What the fuck do you want from me?
I'll blame you.
Expecting the fuck. I don't know why the police keep asking civilians to join their shit.
He looks at you after for that. And he just looks at us like, "What's your name?"
Seabreeze.
They knew that. That's a public record as of this moment.
He's like, "Very well. Well, if you don't show up, where can I find you? We do need somebody to show us where this is at. Where this wizard supposedly lives. We know Forgotten Storage is a big place."
I don't know where I'll stay tonight, but I will be there. I want this guy to go down. He took a friend of mine away from me.
He pulls something out of his pocket and he's like, "Hold on to this tonight, okay?" And it seems like it's a coin.
Ooh, that's to make sure he knows where you are. That's to track you.
I'd like to make an insight check to see if Seabreeze knows that, like what this is.
Go ahead.
All right.
Big dumb cat boy just standing there like,
ooh, a coin.
Insight is holy shit, 23.
23. You would maybe get the idea that it seems from his gestures he might not be trusting that you are going to show up tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't want to lose track of you, especially if you are claiming to be the one who witnessed somebody stealing these cards, and you know who did it. You are a asset right now.
That's fair. No, and that's fair.
The man the entire city wants arrested is now an asset.
I'll take it. I'll take it, and I'll show him that I put it in my pocket.
All right. Well, I'll go. You said there's a captain who reported this. I'll report to the armory and report this as well. I'd say the who had been abducted is now rescued, and they do know the same person that kidnapped them was the one who stole our cards. Oh, we have another hunt for a wizard. It's gonna be an interesting couple of days.
Sir, what is your name?
My name is Rohan.
Thank you, Rohan.
I just want to say that everybody going should be careful. He seemed pretty powerful.
Well, we've taken down a few wizards before.
And he's taken down some guards.
Yeah,
He used to work with the guard. You've never dealt with anyone like this.
The Dragonborn doesn't have eyebrows, but you can see part of his
the skin goes up.
Scales do raise a little bit. He's like, "You say he was part of the guard before?" Huh.
Or at least he had armor that looked like it would fit him.
I have to dig into some records. You said Yic something souls?
Yic,
Lost Soul.
Lost Souls. Lost Souls.
Thank you for all your information. This did help.
Man, we just throw people under the bus so fast. We will be...
No, fuck that guy.
I agree.
We'll be in
But
contact.
wow,
We'll be in contact with you tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah,
it's been an
thank you.
hour.
Right, and he walks downstairs afterwards.
All right,
What?
I'm gonna go quickly look for my cards
I
without,
back. I just go.
and I'm gonna
Get
look at
inside.
Andy. I'm gonna look at Andy and I'm gonna whisper to Andy, "Fuck that guy."
I knock
Yeah.
on the door.
Knock on the door.
Yeah.
It doesn't open up, but you with your symbol, it opens up for you after you knock. You look
Yeah.
inside.
Look inside. Is there an orgy going on?
You actually don't see anybody in here. It looks like Otto's not here. The Leonin is not here. Vojo's not here. Maybe they had turned in for the night.
Okay.
Can I grab my cards
Yeah.
before we win?
I'm gonna go in and just check out
Roll
the
an
room and make
investigation
sure it's
check.
clear.
I'm a
I want
bitch.
to make sure no one else is in
You have
here.
a straight
Now that I know
roll
it's not
because
that
you
hard.
hit them as well, but you hit them really well.
Oh my god!
All right.
You fucking hit them so well you lost them on
Oh
yourself.
my god! No, I don't even care. That's literally a nat 20 and a 19. So I think I found.
Oh yeah, I did a straight roll, so yeah, nat 20. You quickly, as soon as he disappears and he's knocking on the door, you like go between behind the blooming bud and you find the 6 cards immediately where you left them.
Oh
and
man, we're
stash them
set
away.
now.
Sweet. All right. What do I call
You
these?
have 7 of these cards. Oh no.
I
Oh
have
yeah.
7? I thought I
We
only
know
had
that
6.
now we
No,
do
you
not
have
need
6.
Daihanada's information.
No,
We just need to
Delsin
show up.
has 1. So now with these 6 he
Delsin
got,
has
you
1.
have 7.
Oh, that's right. Delsin has 1. We are a force to be reckoned with.
Yes.
Breaking the
we
world.
really are.
Breaking the world. We're broken
I'm
characters.
gonna check out
I'm
the
going
room.
to
Just make
hide
sure
these
there's no
in the
one else
breast
in
pocket
here.
of my coat, like the inside breast pocket.
And what do you do, Andy?
I want to check to make sure there's no one in this room because I now know that people can sneak into other people's rooms.
Roll a investigation or perception check, depending on how you're doing it.
I'd prefer perception.
Okay.
And I'd like to walk in after Andy.
21.
And I'm going to go look for a drink on the table.
21. You do notice you see what appears to be you can see around the table that's in the center of this room, there seems to be a humanoid leg that's kind of just on the ground laying around. You can't see the rest of their body though.
Andy
Oh my
gets his
God.
brass knuckles on.
My leg.
It
And
looks
he goes
like
around.
it looks like the person is not crouching, but they're like lying on the ground, kind of almost like their foot's just there, not moving.
It's
Yeah,
a fucking
he goes,
severed leg.
he goes around
Okay,
and
go
checks
around
out.
there.
He's just ready to punch.
And there is a naked man with yellow kind of curled up hair that's in just a mess right now. You can see there's just a bottle of alcohol in one hand, and one you can see the same magical liquid from the thaumaturgy's drink from before in the other hand, and he's just like, It looks like he had a night with the occupants of this room and was left behind.
Does he have a mark on either of his hands?
He has an X, but he doesn't have the VIP access, so that means somebody must have brought him up here.
Okay. Are there any clothes around?
You can see there are clothes thrown over on the couch that appear to be somewhat of his size.
Okay. I grab his clothes.
Okay.
And I just bring him over.
Seabreeze, you come in at this time as Andy's kind of just like has a man's clothes and over his body.
I'm just going to be like,
just,
is
like-
he dead?
No, I like kick his foot lightly.
All right. I'm going to check for drinks on the table, see if anything's unopened.
Poke him.
Roll an investigation check.
All right.
Hello?
At disadvantage?
At disadvantage, yes.
Naked man.
I got a 12.
You got a 20.
No, 12.
12. You are able to find a few alcoholic beverages that look like maybe they were taking a sip out of. Still a lot of them in there. There's one thing that you do find that one bottle of some fine liquor that has a name you can't. What languages do you speak?
I speak Auran, Common, Thieves' Cant, and Primordial.
You see a bottle with a label in a language you don't recognize.
And you have the worst person here to help you figure it out.
Because he can't speak languages. Or read languages.
Does it? Nah, fuck it. I don't even know anything about those other magic ones. I'm just gonna fucking take 6 of the one that I can't read.
Okay. Roll Constitution saving throw.
Oh fuck. All right.
God, I hope this isn't that crazy
14.
wine from the Humblewood. That would be so bad.
I got a 14.
14. You. It does appear to be some sort of wine. But you're able. That like, it was felt pretty old, like fine wine. Like it's been pretty old. You're not exactly sure where it came from or what the language is, but it's decent. It just was more than what you expected out of a wine.
It's a hardened wine.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh, what? Yeah. What do you want? He's not even opening his eyes.
You're naked. Do you want your clothes on?
Are we having round 17?
No.
Round 17.
Oh, you guys didn't hear my laugh. I lost my shit. I guarantee
No,
the video broadcast didn't let that happen.
The Baroness has left for the evening. Here, do you
Left
want some
where?
water? I hand him my water.
We hop in clubs.
Oh my god, this poor man.
No. I'm sorry, she's gone. And I hand him my water.
Kind of sits up a little bit, kind of like stumbles with his back against the chair, kind of like. You give him the water, he does like that sad, like something that like pours onto him a little bit.
Is he spread way too much for the like being in like a space?
Definitely.
Legs wide. Oh man, sir, can you please put pants on?
Is the party over?
Yes, I think so.
Or did she choose to go with Davriel instead of me?
I don't know. I just got here.
Can I hear what he's saying?
Yeah.
Davriel?
I'm going to jump over the table, take another swig of the wine, like grab him by his shoulders and just shout in his face, "Pull it together, man! Of course you went with that real. You were passed out on the ground."
Roll another Constitution saving throw before you do that, though.
Also, what the fuck did you just say out loud? That turned to gibberish.
He said, "Pull it together, man." Of course you went with Davriel. You were passed out and naked on the ground.
Oh, okay.
I got a nat 20 for my con save.
Okay. You're perfectly fine on that end. So he shouts that, and the man like,
the whole fucking bar heard that.
He like wipes his eyes for a second. He's just like, "Oh, you said she went with him?"
I don't know.
Probably. I don't know.
She said she.
Do you want your pants?
Do you want your pants?
Yeah. He takes it and he puts it on. Looks. He's like, "Well, are you guys looking to have some fun?"
Oh my god, this man is never ending.
Used to having. I think it's pretty late. I think maybe you should get home.
I'm just gonna ask him what the bottle that I'm holding is.
He responds to Andy first. He's like, I'm a good switch. I can be whatever. Like,
Oh shit. Oh man,
I'm a good switch. I love it.
I can't fill the hole that you need filled, sir.
And you turn and point the bottle. And he's like, I don't know. They just handed me drinks. I drank whatever they gave. It's from some far off land. They say I don't know.
It's probably the Humblewood
Okay.
wine.
It's probably the humble. Decided it. It's Humblewood wine.
You guys can decide whatever you want.
No, let's just
I-
fucking ditch him. No, let's just ditch him. Forget talking to this loser. I'm saying that in character.
He just turns to be like, wait, what?
This poor man. He's gonna be
Just really
stuck in this booth
confused
for another
at
hour or
right
two.
now.
I just pat him on the head and say, "You should go home."
I hope everyone knows he's gonna be stuck in the
ride home
booth.
or some shit, man? Like,
He
Are you
grabs the
kidding?
bottle and he's like, well, if you guys aren't gonna have any more fun, I'll find
you
my
took the
fun.
bottle from me?
He tried to, yeah, he grabbed it out of your hand.
Ah, dickhead. Whatever.
Amazing, not gonna stab him to death.
Oh.
He's pretty sad. I don't want to make him sadder.
He walks out, he's like, I'll find some party. And he walks out of the blooming bud and stumbles through the
He
carpet
should
a
fall
little.
right over the railing. Just in front. Just.
Oh, man.
You see him walking towards the staircase.
Oh. Watch the spill. Watch the
Thank
spill.
I'm going to follow, but I'm also going to call out to one of the like bouncers to look out below.
Look out below!
Oh.
Look out below! Look out
You get
below!
close, you get to the stairs, and he's just like, shit, what's below?
How badly did he roll?
And you hear a thud as his head hits the door down below.
I run down the stairs. Is this man dead?
Is this man dead? Did I just witness a...
Propped up against the door, like, and you can see there is blood coming from his head right now. And Merle is just like, whoa, what? He opens the door and the body further, like, flat on the ground. And Merle's like, what the fuck? He looks at me, he's like, Andy, what the fuck happened?
He fell down the stairs!
He's super drunk. He wants to find a party. I think he should go home, probably.
I'm going to poke my head around and be like, is my wine all right?
A guard rushing. You look down, he's holding the top of the wine bottle, and you see just the glass just shattered on the actual staircase.
Motherfucker.
A guard walks up to the man, and walks up. You can see she looks up to you. She seems to be Water Genasi. She's like, "What happened to him? Did you push
like you?"
No, I swear, I don't know this guy. He was just in our private room, and he fell down the stairs. He's really drunk. I just wanted him to go home.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. I'm holding his clothes still.
Mhm.
Like,
I mean, he put on his pants, but everything else he
I
didn't
had
put
the
on.
shirt, like. Okay, persuasion. That's a 19.
She looks and she nods at you. She's like, puts her hand, and you can see a divine white glow starts illuminating. You can see just the blood kind of like
Holding his shirt.
and the wound closes up, and man like, where am I? She's just like, you're done for the night. And she's like, is that his? And she points up to you with his
Yeah.
clothes.
I hand it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Takes it. Come on. And he's just like, but I'm not done. She's like, you're done. And she seems to walk him towards the exit.
Thank you.
Merle's just like, God, it's been a crazy night.
Sorry about that. I feel like half of it's been my fault.
I mean, I've had to sober up for the most part tonight to actually keep track of most of it.
Merle, do you want a drink?
Always.
Come with us.
No, Merle has a
Can't
problem.
come with us. I'll go get you a shot.
He can leave his post for like 2 seconds.
Is he allowed to? I don't think he's allowed to leave the VIP thing.
He turns over to the guys at the rest of the concession stand. He's like, hold it down for a little bit. I need a drink. And he's like, I'll take you up on that. And
He is the boss.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Brian, I'm going to quickly like thumb through the gold and check out what I got out of that thing as I walk up to the bar.
You know what? Same. Because I got that other pouch.
It's just a whole bunch of illegal magic crap.
Right? It's not coins, it's illegal like magic pogs.
Yeah.
Cal, you found 13 platinum pieces.
Holy
Fuck!
What was the coin on the sling?
Rainn would be so
You
jealous
found
of you right now.
37 gold pieces.
Was that
And-
Vicky or?
That was also in the pouch with you had Wind Whisper.
Holy
Or
shit.
Seabreeze. And you don't see any silver or copper pieces. The coin that is tied with the string around the actual pouch
It's a
doesn't look
family
like
crest.
a normal. It doesn't look like a normal coin. It does look like it has a crest actually emblazoned on it.
Keep
What
it,
you
keep
can
it,
see
keep
is
it, keep it.
almost like it's a wing that seems to have almost like metal or rod like piercing through up on the side of it.
Giving that to Rainn.
I don't know what
Because
it
I have
is,
no fucking
probably.
use for that.
Andy,
Yeah.
who you found 18 platinum pieces.
Nice.
Shit.
Oh man, you're making Rainn wish he was pickpocketing around this area today.
And 27 gold pieces.
Nice. Okay, yeah, Andy's like ties it close and just sticks it back into his pockets.
Now I'm gonna turn to Andy and I'm gonna be like, "Come here. I got it. I put you through enough trouble tonight. Like, you can let me buy you a drink."
Okay. Sure.
And Merle heads down first. He's like, "All right, I need a break," and he heads down without like ahead of you guys to go down the stairs.
Cool.
He's like, "I'll see you at the bar," and he rushes down the stairs. You know, Merle normally stumbles, but he actually has his composure. This is the most sober you've seen Merle.
It's like a light jog. He's like, oh yeah, I'm ready. Let's go, right?
Okay.
All right, and you guys head down the stairs.
Yeah, sure. For some reason, I'm having trouble putting in my currency, so I'm gonna have to refresh.
You have to be careful. You might need to go out of your character sheet and back into it, because when I first reloaded my character sheet, it was in a non-editable mode.
Oh, that's probably what's going on. Okay.
Yeah, I was
Alright,
having an
and
issue with that too.
You guys travel down the steps to get back to the open floor.
Mhm.
Same type of scenario that you saw before, where the music is still going pretty loudly, but there's not many people. You can see the back entrance. A lot of people are like heading out in groups right now, kind of like grouped together, having chats. A lot of them like laughing, moving around and stuff, while some leave out. Well, there's a lot of stragglers. So a few people on the dance floor still. Some people on the bars. Both of you roll perception checks as you're looking over the floor.
Yeah, I want to see if that group,
Yes.
you know who I mean, if they're still around. 11. I keep rolling 4s. I've rolled like 5 4s this game.
Caleb,
Wow.
roll a perception check.
Yeah, I got a 22.
22.
That's pretty good.
Andy, you don't see them. Seabreeze, you see 3 total familiar faces. One of them is actually you actually do see Vojo Variana. She
Ah.
seems to be one of the people who's with a male right now. He's like laughing, about to leave outside the back entrance right now.
Uh-huh.
And then you see 2 people that are familiar. Do you only for really once? It seems to be the 2 that you saw after the Eye of All, when you had been brought back together and your friends were just leaving. You see Kalia and Zane sitting at the bar right now.
Well, that's where we're headed.
Yeah. I don't really give a shit about Vojo right now. Like, she's going to do her own business.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna go do
Oh,
the do.
I'll mention to Seabreeze that there's a shot here that tastes like Seabreeze.
Yo!
You're gonna love it.
Also, my plan right now, this is tell them to Vicky. I'm gonna pull out a platinum piece and I'm gonna just ask them to give me as much alcohol as that will purchase me.
I mean, that's 10 gold, so yeah, it'll give you a lot. That's more than enough for all night, pretty much.
Yeah, I figured it would pay for me and you and anybody we want to have drink with us.
Cool.
You're just gonna just put a whole bunch of shots up and be like, good luck. Good luck.
Good luck.
Is it the same bartenders that I saw earlier tonight?
Yeah, it is the same ones. It seems like they're, for the most part, cleaning up. It's not as busy as it was the time before when you did see them.
Yeah.
and it was a little bit more hectic for them overall. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna slam my platinum piece down and slide it forward, and I'm gonna say, "Barkeep, 1,000,000 shots."
Barkeep just looks and just be like, I mean, I'll line up them right now.
I'm not 1,000,000. I'm just
He
kidding.
doesn't
However
mean
many people buy.
literally.
He's like, I'm being sarcastic. Sorry.
With something like that, I can probably fill the majority of the bar if you would like. And
Yeah, just keep them coming, and also keep some for yourself. This is
you hear from the side, it's just like, you buying for the whole bar? And you look over
fuck
there.
yeah.
Seems like Kalia shouted, and she's like, I remember you two.
Oh man, you guys got an
I'm just
endeavor.
gonna
I'm
wave,
excited.
and I'm also gonna reiterate, like,
Pigtails.
anyone can drink
It's like,
these.
stop in public places. She's like, oh, right. Hi. Can we get some of those too?
Yeah, come on over.
She hops out of her seat and just hops right next to you, Seabreeze. Zane quickly gets up and just walks next to him, and he's just like, oh, we were probably gonna head out sometime soon, but I mean, if you're offering.
Not anymore.
Can we
Party.
let Seabreeze canonically know the song Shots, even though he definitely doesn't know the song Shots, just because I want it to be a thing?
Shot.
In this world, it's a sea shanty, Brian.
Yeah, we can write that.
Take one down, pass it around.
Shot.
You
You
see the bartender at this time takes about like 20 shot glasses she lines up right now, and just down the line, 2 different bottles to create the same mixture that you had seen before.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, if you need more, just let me know. I can probably get a few more with that same coin."
No, the rest is for you, hon.
Aw.
I
She's
appreciate
like,
it. Thank you.
Yes.
Uh,
Tips.
Let me know if you need anything else. And she goes back over, and Kalia's just like, "Oh, I don't know how many I should have, but
The answer
I'm
is
gonna
always
like
yes.
take one in each hand and just shoot them both.
Is this Rosalind?
yes, this is right."
I say thanks, Roz, as she goes.
And
Take one.
she nods. And Kalia and
Oh,
Zane,
I'm also gonna, after I take the 2 shots, I'm gonna lift one up and offer it to Rosalind and wink at her.
she turns around. She's like, "Oh, thank you." And she takes it and we're like, "We toasting to anything?"
To not
To
being
see
Friends
Breeze.
lost and friends gained.
I mean, sure. And Clinks and Kalia and Zane pick one up and we're like, all put it together.
Where'd the fucking bouncer guy go?
You saw him. He right now he actually is on the he has about 2 bottles in his hand. He's on the dance floor right now.
I
Oh,
feel like
he's
he
getting crunched. All right.
I feel like he just grabs from the back of the bar and goes, yeah, and walks away.
Yeah, he's like, come on, boy.
Yeah, roll Constitution saving throws, guys.
Oh,
Do I need to roll
yes.
2 of them since I took 2 drinks?
No, but it's gonna be harder DC.
Natural
Okay.
20.
Nice. Ooh,
Andy, how many
that's
were
a
you taking?
fucking 23, Brian.
I said 1, but now that I rolled a 20.
Okay. So you guys knock it back, and you guys are both holding it pretty well. And yeah, serious. It reminds you of basically being on your ship and just the open breeze coming
Oh,
at
this
you.
is not going to
It
help
gives
his
that
mind.
type of-
Yeah, no, seriously, like I don't I think Andy should roll like perception to see if like she or he notices what is about to happen.
Insight time.
Insight time.
17.
17. You can read
So like
Seabreeze
you see me
well.
shoot these 2 shots and then I like slam my palms on the bar like I was like, wow, that's a stiff drink, and then you just see me zone out and I'm like, ah, fuck, memory.
I give
And
him
then I
a
grab
roll.
another one and I shoot that one too.
Seabreeze, you without even roll, you're at this point starting to feel the effects of getting to drunk.
All right, I'm gonna smack Andy like gently on the arm, and I'm gonna say, "Take another one, and then come dance with me."
Okay.
And what are our companions' names? Talia and Zane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kalia and Zane.
Do I know their names?
Yes.
Kalia, Zane, take a few of those and come dance with us.
Oh, are you Zane's like, I'm not really. And Clea's like, come on, Zane.
I'm
He's like,
shimmying.
We're all gonna get a little drunk and we're all gonna look a little foolish.
I need a good night.
Yeah.
all right, Kalia, we do need to find where Jazzful went in time, okay? She's like, yeah, she's fine. Come on. And she grabs his arm and pulls him out. He's like, okay.
Yeah, I take another shot.
He grabbed 2 shot
As-
glasses
as-
and knocked one back, hands it to Kalia, and you can see she takes it. She's running over to the floor as well.
As I'm leaving the bar, I take one more, and I'm gonna go to the floor.
Okay. In the middle of you dancing, you're gonna be drunk.
Okay.
It's gonna hit you at that point. Andy, you feel that light buzz, but you're good.
Yeah. Perfect.
And you guys all get out there. You can see Kalia is dancing with Zane, kind of almost like super into it kind of thing, like trying to get him into. And you as somebody who's very perceptive and insightful can tell Zane is like almost kind of like awkward with it. Roll an insight check.
Aww. He has a crush on her, doesn't he? Aw, damn. That's only a 13?
13. He does seem pretty awkward in it. He gives some like nervous glances at times, and that like blinking. It seems like he's had a lot of drinks too. And they're right next to you guys. You two start dancing.
Andy is going to read into it and think that he has a crush on her.
And what do you guys do? You guys dancing together?
I will dance with everybody. Anybody who wants to dance with me, I will dance with, Brian.
Yeah, it's not as packed of a floor right now, but right now there are some people still. You could dance with random strangers if you would like.
I definitely
I think
give
Hebrews is
away some
dancing.
of the glow rings that I got. I give one to each of my friends that I'm dancing with, including Zane and Kalia. He considers them his friends right now.
All right, roll performance checks as you're dancing. Callum, yours is at disadvantage because you're exhausted and drunk.
Damn, I'm rolling so bad.
Damn, that's a nat 1, friend.
Oh, you
no.
eat shit.
Can I do acrobatics again instead?
If you would like.
16. No, 17 then.
All right,
I'm
Andy,
very good at
you get out
this.
there, you start like dancing pretty well, and then you see Seabreeze coming up from the rear, and he's so into it, he starts going and then just slips on a drink and onto his back on the dance floor.
Is he unconscious? I go check.
Exactly. You go over, he's not unconscious, but he's doing that laying there like, the fact that he's on the floor.
I pick him up.
Thanks.
You want to dance like this? You could dance on my toes.
No, I think you know what? Sure.
Okay. He's gonna dance on my toes.
Okay. How
So
long
I'll
do you
slow it down a little bit. We'll
Mhm.
slow dance.
to bumping music?
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah. I'm into that.
Mhm.
He's on my
Okay.
toes. What do you want me to do? Do a backflip?
That would be impressive.
You could.
Yeah,
You are a
yeah.
monk.
Seabreeze
could.
sat on legs as you did arm walks.
That is true. I am very good at this.
Do a backflip.
I'm not gonna do a backflip with my drug friend on my toes. That's a bad idea.
All right, you guys all dance with Zane and Kalia as well in the nearby. They do go back at times to grab a few of those shots and take a few
Mhm.
more. Probably about 15 minutes will go by before Zane like calms Kalia down. She's laughing on his chest a little bit. He's like, stops you guys. Thanks for the drinks. We do need to find where our friend went. There's been a lot of stuff she's been dealing with, so we're trying to help out. We gotta go, okay?
Yeah. Have a good night. Tell her Andy said hi when you find her.
Okay. Oh well. And Kalia's like, bye.
I'm just
Kalia's
gonna wait for
last.
them.
Bastard.
I want to see.
What?
Did he seem like he was enjoying her on his chest a little too much?
Roll an insight check.
Which dice? This is all Andy cares about.
Dice, you know what I need. Dice.
Ooh, 24.
24. In that moment, like she was out of it and laughing, her hands both on his chest there. He had one arm around and like one kind of like awkwardly, he didn't know where to go. He kept looking down. You see like the gulp,
Yeah.
and as he's looking down, you think you catch a little bit of a blush too.
Aww.
The girl you and Knock and Bracket were hitting on.
No wonder Zane hated us.
Yeah, Bracket was going heavy hand too. That didn't help.
Knock was being chill about it.
Oh, Bracket was being less chill about it. That's also because Bracket was playing the "I'm handsome as fuck"
And
card.
Knock was like, "Let's learn bird calls."
Yeah,
that was her flirting. So
Bracket doesn't have his memories. He's a little worse for wear on his flirting department.
And then you see them head out the exit at this time. Merle walks by at one time to you, is like, Andy!
yeah.
Oh no.
I needed to spend more time. And thank you in terms of Seabreeze. Thank you for getting me out here. This has been a hell of a night. But I'm glad it all worked out in the end. And he's like, you're back here, little Kenku bird friend. I'm glad you're still back here. Well, looks like hopefully the guards won't have to be as involved next time, but I'm just glad somebody didn't get killed on my watch again. Whew! And kind of like,
yeah, that
anyway,
would be bad.
you guys have a good night. Gives a hand, back of your hand. Oh, I'm gonna start closing up upstairs a little bit.
Okay.
You guys are left by yourself on the dance floor. There's still a few other people, but it seems like even you can see like the cleanup crew is starting to like sweep the floors around you and everything like that. It's definitely the ending of the night.
I say, where do you want to stay tonight? I don't know where Paul is. You could probably stay at his place. He probably wouldn't care.
You might find a Paul.
Yeah, I think I might go to his place. I don't know that I'll be able to navigate there by myself, but I think I'll try.
I should definitely go to the monastery. I would invite you with me, but it didn't work out that well last
It's
time.
totally fine. I totally get it. I'll just find an inn. I just have a shitload of money. I'm flush with cash.
Oh, true. True. You could just rent a room. I forgot that's the thing.
You forgot inns were a thing.
What I will ask though,
guys, come on.
what should I do with this? And I hold out the coin that fuck, I'll just leave it in my room in the morning.
Does he show it to me?
Yeah.
Do I recognize it?
It's the coin that the guard gave me.
Oh, I thought you meant the one that was on your drawstring. Okay.
Oh no, I'm giving that to Rainn.
Okay. I say, I don't know. They're not going to be able to find him without somebody.
I want to help them, but I don't want to fuck Rainn over.
Get him arrested. I was only making the deal so I didn't have to deal with you. I can get you. I can deal with you later.
I don't think she'll care if he gets arrested.
Long-term plans, he's going to jail anyways.
Oh,
honestly, she'll probably be happy if he's arrested because he's pretty dangerous.
No, but my problem is, is it going to be early enough where I'm not going to like ditch you guys and have you guys come search for me in the first? You'll tell her that I had business with Yic and that I'm getting
her know.
The flaw is Yic will be at where we are.
Mental. Do I know what notebooks are? I'm gonna make a mental.
Yes,
note.
you do.
I know what notebooks are. Andy uses.
You dated someone who wrote in notebooks constantly.
So that's the other thing, though. If Yic is out with you guys, we can raid his fucking shit. I might be able to like pilfer his crap.
Yeah.
And then we can just ambush him when he gets back.
Maybe.
No, I bet the guards will. And I bet they'll make me
splitting the entire party up again. The next day is going to take 45 sessions.
Well, I'm not going with him. I have other plans.
Exactly!
Well, if you want, maybe I could... I'm trying to figure out how I can tell Rainn. Well, if I meet Rainn early enough for breakfast, she usually
Oh,
gets
wait,
there
no,
before.
fuck. Andy,
What?
I'm so sorry. I'm making this way harder for you than this. I'm going to take out a note, like a pad, and I'm going to write down some shit.
Give this
I'm
to
going to write down
Rainn.
exactly what I'm telling Rainn.
Oh, okay.
He's like, I can deliver notes.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm a mailman.
Guard.
Does guard show up?
This is all I've ever
No, guard's
wanted, I
busy
think.
dealing with
No, you
our
have to say,
bullshit in the
guard,
other
I have a
campaign.
letter for you. If you just say guard, he doesn't come.
Ah.
Guard, for the most part in Zista City, lets his quicklings do his thing. He only, for very special deliveries, comes to Zista City.
I see. So yeah,
Like he
I
came
hand
for
Andy.
Oliver's delivery. Continue, Callum.
I'm just going to hand Andy the note,
Okay.
which explains that I will be leaving to go and get Yic arrested by the city guard.
Callum's gonna watch 30 guard members die tomorrow.
No.
Maybe. But look at it this way. If 30 guards die, that means I get 30 more of those magic dispelling cards.
Yeah, you look at Yic. Hey, this is
If
really
you
just
get
to
out
kill
of
them.
there.
I'm not here to betray you. Like, we win, right? We got all the magic items.
See you tomorrow. See you
See you
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
And you just walk the fuck away. Bye! And just leave.
Okay. Andy says, okay. I take his little face. And I say, just be careful, okay?
I'm gonna probably like remove your hands from my face, but like hold one of them in mine, and I'm gonna say, Andy, for you I will.
Oh, it's always for Andy.
Give
For
him a hug.
Andy! For Andy! The whole campaign can be
Andy's
summarized as that.
like the prime party member that like inspires you to do greater things.
Hug time. Okay. I'm gonna go home. I can give him directions to Paul's house. I'm very good in the city.
No,
I
I'm
can-
going to an inn. Don't worry about it.
Oh, right, you're going to an inn. I forgot.
I'm gonna go to
already.
find an inn like anywhere near the Rainbow Tabaxi. I'm just gonna
Okay.
go find a.
I walk him to the inn just to make sure he gets there safe.
I am drunker than you.
Find a
Less responsible than
Okay.
you find a inn at the corner before it goes back to the main street called the Restless Night.
That's ominous.
It is a little ominous.
Going inside, you can see there is what appeared to be a dwarven gentleman.
I must meet this man.
Kind of has his neck braided and almost like looks like a children's work kind of thing. He's just like, evening. Y'all need a
Hi.
room?
My friend here.
One room, please.
One room. Well, we got 7 left. Not too many stayed over here for tonight. You want 1 room, it'll be 1 gold piece.
All right.
Alright, she pulls out a key, hands it to you. That one is for up the stairs twice, down the hall to the right, first, third door on the left.
I'm just gonna walk him there just to make sure he gets there safe.
I'm gonna
I'm sure
get there without
this guy
fucking
can tell that my friend is drunk. I'm probably half carrying Seabreeze, so
Yeah, probably. Honestly, that ain't a lie.
Okay.
I can carry him up.
You lead him up to the room. He opens it up. It seems pretty comfortable. It's a one bedded room. It does actually have like a small dresser for clothes and stuff like that, and it's got a window view that shows the alleyway going towards the Rainbow Tabaxi.
I tuck Seabreeze in if he will let me.
Of course. Who doesn't like to fuck in?
I tuck him in. I give him a little kiss on the head.
Okay.
I say goodnight. I close the door. I
And
pick it to lock it from the outside.
roll a thieves tools check.
You got it. What do I add here?
Wait.
Anything is-
You're overthinking it again, Andy. You could literally have just taken the key from me, locked it, and then slid it back under the door.
15.
He didn't think of that. So
Andy's not known as a
dexterity
thinker.
plus proficiency.
Yeah, 15 total.
15. Easy enough. It's not too hard of a door. You are able to lock it back from the inside, from the outside. And Seabreeze, do you go to bed?
Fucking yes. I am probably
I tucked
out
him
by the
in.
time the door clicks. Like, out.
And with the longest, another one of the longest nights of Seabreeze's life, sleep finds you easily. Andy, what do you do?
I had. How long? It doesn't take me very long to get to the monastery from here, right?
The monastery is actually, if you were to walk, probably about hour and 45 minutes at your speed.
Hey, Brian.
Just fast travel there, man.
One more time, running into several more individuals through the whole process. When you
Brian,
come out the exit, Callum?
are you cool if I sign off and just watch for the rest of the session?
Yeah, go ahead. Become our 6th viewer. We have 5 people viewing right now.
Hi,
yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
All right.
Catch you later, Callum. Thank you for joining. And Vicky, you take the fast travel to the quickest way to the monastery. From there, it's only about a 7-minute walk. Make it back to the monastery. It's ominously quiet, as it always is at night, with near a sound traveling through the halls. As you enter, even your footsteps make little sounds, unless you are trying to be extra quiet.
He's trying to be pretty quiet.
If
He
fucking
knows
lightning
it's
just
really
strike
late.
and almost blow him in half.
Where would you like to go?
He thinks about heading to the kitchen to steal a little bit of food, but instead, he's gonna head to Janora's room and just slightly knock.
Knock on the door. You wait a few seconds. Takes like 10 seconds before you hear like a rustling. She walks. You hear the of a tired person walking across the floor, and the shaded door she opens. She's like,
Sorry.
"Oh,
I know it's late.
Andy, what time is it?"
I was it.
You'd be able to assume it's probably well into the middle of the night, probably getting close to 3 o'clock, maybe.
Oh my god.
Late enough that you'd be mad at me.
I like that's the perfect answer. Late enough you'd be mad at me.
Did something happen?
Can I sleep over?
He just needs attention.
She opens her eyes a little bit more, and she looks you up and down. How do you look, Andy? Do you look visibly like...
He looks tired.
She's like, yeah. Come on. If you need to grab some of your things, go into your room.
Yeah.
Come over.
Okay.
I'll pull out my extra. And she
Okay.
goes back in. What do you grab from your room?
I'll run into my room, put on some PJs. Drop off most of my stuff, except the fancy magic stuff. If I have anything that I know that Janora likes, I'll bring it with me. You know, if I have like face masks or something, I'll bring it with me.
No, I think Janora isn't too much of a possessive type of person. Like other than her, she likes her basically the yogurt,
Froyo.
the froyo that she makes, but no items or anything of yours. But as you come back to her room, you see she has like another like match. Like you don't have like beds; they're like fitted, like almost blanket little things on the actual ground where you guys sleep. And she has a spare one that she pulls out right next to her. she's back in the bed already, kind of just like lifts her head up again, like, sorry, long day. Here, and she pats yours a little bit on the side.
I'll lay down next to her and look at the ceiling.
You have a long day too.
I've had a long week.
If you want to tell me about it in the morning, you can, okay?
Okay. Can I have some froyo first?
She laughs for a second and she's like, yeah. And she just, you can see her like, and one appears in her hand and she pulls out a cup from the side and just puts it in there.
Instant froyo.
Instant
I
froyo.
take it. Okay.
Good night, Andy.
You know you're the best.
She smiles that like the half tired, like when comments super get through type of smile, and good night, Andy.
Good night, Nora.
I can imagine that smile. I imagine
Quiet.
Brian when he's way too not sober, sitting on the couch, like, yeah.
And Andy, after finishing your froyo and a little bit of time, sleep does find you as well.
Yeah, I'd like to meditate, actually.
Okay.
I want to try to focus on that voice that I heard earlier today and also in the forest. Just meditating and trying to see if I can hone in on that person, that spirit, whoever it might be.
How long would you like to wait? Or are you just doing the whole night because you don't need to sleep?
Yeah, all night he's meditating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a wisdom check.
Die, do I you? Bad. 5.
5. We'll see if there's any effect after the
5.
long hours of the night.
I imagine he
go
passes
through.
out halfway through, probably, with that bad of a roll.
Okay.
Do
And now we reverse time a little bit.
do you want to take a intermission after you say that?
Maybe about a 10-minute one, but not too long.
Yeah. So you
All
can
right.
say your little line.
We have finished with the first half of today's session. Give us 10 minutes. We'll be right back for the second. Catch you soon.
I need to go pee. Okay, see you guys in a second. they can hear us. I'm going to double check they can hear us in case it was rude. We're good.
We are back to finish up our session today, session 26 of the Heist campaign, finishing up the day before the gala. We'd just gone over, not Delsin, wow, Andy and Seabreeze's section of the split party, with them finishing off their nights, and we are making our way, making our way. Delsin now, as the party had split after forgotten storage. Serenity flew off. Andy and Seabreeze headed in their own direction. Behind you all, as you two had headed off in the direction of Rainn's home ahead of everyone else. And that is where we are going to be picking up right now. So Rainn and Delsin, you guys are walking through the city streets. Same description as I given earlier with Andy and Seabreeze. Oil lanterns are lighting the streets. You can still see guards patrolling at times, and some carts bring goods and people around, but not too much heavy traffic. You do know it's like 1:15 in the morning right now.
Yeah. At first, Rainn's gonna walk toward, like, kind of guide Delsin, because she has his her arm around his, because they're walking arm in arm, and kind of guide him as if she's walking towards her home. Because I believe from where we are near the forgotten storage, pretty much walking towards my home will allow me to go down another route to go towards where she actually wants to go.
Yeah, your house is at the tipping point of Salvation's Corner.
Yeah.
And then there are several.
And Rainn is going to ask Delsin, so what do you think I need to know about you? That if we'd been dating for 6 months, I would need to know. If we're going to be going to a gala and I'm going to be meeting people you know from other families, other important people, we need to have a repertoire set down, or at least pattern of lies that we both need to know.
You're not wrong. Well, let's see. Well, my family sells antiques.
Oh, I know that.
Really not much to tell. I always tried to distance myself from my family's business. I never really cared for it all that much, which is why I became a guard as opposed to being in the family business.
Well, for me, what you need to know is we're not going to talk about the fact I was born in Suspended Superiority. Your parents can know that, but I think I should keep it more hidden. With how many eyes will be on us.
You are not wrong in that regard.
If asked away from me what I do contract work. That's a lie I'm going to give your father when he asks. I do contract work for big businesses, small businesses, individuals. Contract work is nondescript, and I keep it under wraps because that's usually how most of my contracts work. Is I keep what I do for them secret, and they pay me.
Sounds good. Sounds like a plan.
It makes being what I am, a criminal and mercenary, sound legal.
Confidentiality. Me. As a vigilante, I am well aware that confidentiality.
Yes. I worry that the eyes of this gala are going to be very exclusively on us, which will make our job of stealing very hard. I don't think you were very sober at the time, but supposedly there's a family rising at the gala. And
I'm aware. I think from our conversation with my mother, you're well aware of who that family is.
It's probably your family. Which means you're going to be front and center.
Correct. Which is going to make our task challenging.
It means we have to play the party. We have to be the ones that people are looking at. We're going to bring more notoriety than we probably either of us want. So that way we can let our other party members do the dirty work around.
Okay. Where do you guys walk to?
Rainn will begin directing us away from her home, which I'm sure Delsin will notice that's not the direction towards where he thought we were going.
This is your home. Where are we?
There's a place sometimes when you just need to breathe I like to go. It's a tall building. You can see Suspended Superiority in the castle.
Okay.
So
You
we
guys-
would continue walking towards that.
You guys find your way past where Rainn's apartment does go, and you lead into Inner North Row. Following through the alleyways with barely any light at times, making your way through some of the inner rings. You find yourself in the alleyway, Rainn, where you almost have it perfectly mapped out the easy way to get up there, from different parts of balconies to little areas where people have their clotheslines up to hold everything, to little hand notches you've even carved into the walls to get up there.
Mm-hmm.
You guys easily, with both of your skills, are able to climb up to this rooftop. If Delsin, if you would follow with her.
Mm-hmm.
This building does overlook the innermost ring in Divinity's Overlook, the final ring before Suspended Superiority, and because of its elevation compared to all the other buildings, you are able to see directly through a pathway that leads over into the inner ring. From this position, you can see the large spires of the actual tower, Air Amber Castle. You can see the fields of pink flowers that do line the front of it, and these several different archways and pillars that show everything that the royal family lives with. The large hedge maze that is in front of it as well, depicting a design of the actual symbol of the royal family as well. And at times you can see little houses just dangling, traveling and floating amongst the fog, all hanging all around the castle. Lights are flickering at times from candles and lanterns inside. Most of them are dark at this time, but with the moonlight and today and the clear cloud cover, you can see a lot of them.
Can you see the definitive cut between the older homes and the New Blood housing area?
The new blood housing, not from this angle. It is blocked off from a few houses. You can see the castle itself and a lot of the major houses of the actual city.
So the bigger houses are closer to the center.
Yes.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, reasonable, because we're at a weird angle.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure the New Bloods are near the outside of the ring.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, we get to the top. Rainn's gonna pull out a flask out of her bag. And uncap it. It's probably like, normal size.
Delsin, are you the shadow? Hold on, Delsin, are you the shadow or are you Delsin?
I'm Delsin right now.
Okay.
My hood is not. My hood's not up, and I don't even think I have my armor right now. I think it's at the. I gave it to the armor to have it approved.
Yeah, you did.
So you just have your cloak.
I just have the cloak, but
we are normies right now.
It's not up right. Are we just? We're just sitting on a roof right now. Or?
We are sitting. Rainn's probably sitting at the edge of the roof, like legs hanging out, like precarious as hell. Like you shouldn't be sitting like this on a roof.
There's one of those sections where it's completely flat, like where a big portion of the roof is slanted. One of them branches off for like a viewing post of the building down below, so you can get a nice, actually seated perch with the view.
And Rainn's gonna take a couple sips of her flask.
I've always enjoyed the stillness of this city at night.
It is a beautiful city. Too bad from what we're beginning to learn, it's begun to become a giant haven of chaos.
There's so much pain in this city.
Oh man, Rain, I can't do the chuckle that she would do, but you know, like that girl, that female chuckle of like, yeah, no shit, nailed that one. She does one of those little kind of chuckles. I can't emanate it because I do not have the voice register. And she's like, yes, constantly the city is in pain, and it will be as long as the system works the way it has the past 2,000 years.
Which is why I do what I do.
Rain's gonna take a big breath in. I don't know how much you can hear me because of the RTX thing, so sometimes I'm gonna enunciate stuff that I might actually do. I don't know if you can hear me or not. And I can't turn it off because I have a fan on, so I don't pass out. So she sighs, and she's like, honestly, I kind of just kept my head down a lot of my life. I noticed it. I watched friends disappear. I watched kids I knew as a child, their parents disappear for unknown reasons. I just kind of never let it bother me and get my head down, made money. Every once in a while I do things to screw people, but it was for money.
You did what you had to survive.
Yes, but I realize in the past couple days that we've been through, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing.
Delsin's just gonna cock his head.
Rain's gonna look up at you and offer you the flask.
I'll take it and take a swig.
It is a very strong bourbon.
Do I need to make a con save?
I don't know, that's
Roll,
not the
make a
DM's choice,
Constitution
not
saving
mine.
throw.
It's a pretty strong bourbon. That's why Rain took a little sip. So if you took like a swig, you'd be like, oh god, how are you drinking this?
26.
26. It's strong. You've had strong things before, and you can tell. You wouldn't have expected this to be in Rain's flask, but you do take it in.
It's the emergency
Although
alcohol,
it took you
guys.
by surprise.
Yeah, I'm
You're holding it for you.
He's gonna have one
Little
of the
shake of the
surprise
head.
looks on his face.
And hand it
Just
back.
hand it back and be like, that is wrong.
It's not cheap either. Oh, excuse me. Rain's gonna sigh again and continue. I just want tonight to be a normal night. The last night I got to be not caring about all the bullshit that I've been ignoring for my whole life. We didn't get that.
Normal is all anyone can.
You're gonna see it. You're gonna see a little. If I don't know how well you're looking at her because she's probably sitting at the edge and you're probably standing behind. I imagine you're just standing brooding behind.
Are you sitting next to her, Delsin, or are you standing?
You guys sit
Okay,
down.
so she's
Okay.
sitting over the edge.
Okay. Then Rain, who probably would
we
look
gotta
at you.
set the scene, guys.
Yeah, I need to make sure the scene's set properly. You know, in case it's ever animated, we need to know it's dead nuts.
There's a direct lamppost down below you guys a few stories, so there's ample light, but it's kind of coming up from below. It doesn't highlight where you guys are at.
Yeah.
I want to just do a quick scan of everything around us, just see if anyone's watching, if there's anything going
See,
on.
Misfortune just sitting at the rooftop glaring at us.
Right. You're looking down below to see if there's anything. Roll a perception check.
That's good. 25.
25. You don't see any injustice or anything going on currently in the street down
I love
below.
how you say, you see no injustice.
What you can see, you see several guards walking through on their normal patrols, and night individuals, typically 20-somethings, late teens, stumbling through the streets, laughing at times. But at the same time, also, you look in the alleyways to the side around, and you can see there are people who are huddled in rags and stuff. That not as many as you see in the outer rings, but even there are some people who try to exist out here as well.
So normalcy. Okay. So from the normalcy, you're gonna see a little bit of a tear come down her face. On one of her eyes, whichever side you're sitting on from her. I assume you're on probably this side of me, so that's what my left. I remember directions. So you probably just see. Okay, I'm not gonna explain that and ruin the scene, but my job requires me to switch directions in my head, so it throws me off all the time. But you probably see a tear come down from her eye, and she says, "I don't get normalcy. It's not a thing I get to have.
I'm sorry.
I started off richer than 90% of the city, lost it all, got thrown to the streets." She's probably a couple more tears are probably going down her face for a second. "I had to drag myself up and fought and almost died until, I don't know, a couple years ago when it got better. I didn't have the closest to normal was just when I was in my early 20s and I got drunk every night and did drugs to a point that Rain kind of like shakes her head. I shouldn't have.
I know what that's like.
And now I'm learning I'm not allowed to have normalcy. I don't remember if we talked about this or not in terms of like Rain's feelings she had at the Athenium. I don't think Delsin and Rain have had that conversation. Do you remember, DM? I don't think we talked about it after the us seeing his parents.
I think you guys did, but you can just play off of it like.
Okay, I just wanted to. I want to see. I don't
always
remember.
Bring it up again. Like,
that is true. Because it's hitting hard. It's hitting different than it did earlier in the night. Earlier in the night she was proud. Now she's like, "Fuck." So Rain's gonna tonight or the other day when we were at the Athenium, seeing the Queen stand up there, seeing her so serious, so queenly. She says it very sarcastically in her rich Italian accent. I realized standing in the crowd, I'm not born for being in the crowd. Between that and what happened with Misfortune, which I don't think I fully explained to you.
No.
So if you want to ask questions.
What is it with you, Fortune?
At the Eye of All, I guess she'd been following us. Makes sense, I did steal her thunder.
That.
She has a ability. I don't know if it's tied to her mask or one she innately has. I'm unsure. I've not had a real conversation with the woman. She doesn't like having those. But she brought me into a lost world. I guess it's reality she can create. From your own memories. Deep, deep-seated memories, I guess, probably to entrap you or ensnare you. And I think she was quite surprised with my deepest memories. Hell, I was surprised with my deepest memories. Some of them I thought I just told myself them as a lie when I was a child. I didn't think they're really real anymore. We were on top, in that lost world, we were on top of a house in Suspended Superiority. New blood housing. And I'm very sure, though I don't know for sure, obviously, since it's an old memory, that we were standing upon my parents' house, looking at the castle. And I don't think Misfortune expected that of me. And I think she's now further curious. I also think she's frustrated with me. I may or may not have tripped her up in her own power trip world. Rain kind of gives like a little look like... She seemed to want to ask me lots of questions, and I ended up getting in just as many. She's young, but has power. I think she's useful to us, long term. But in the short term, she will be an obstacle.
I
honestly
agree.
just want to make friends with her. Have a good cup of tea. But that's neither here or there.
Definitely be interesting.
One day I'll get that damn mask off.
You start feeling a wind whipping up. And you hear a
Okay.
few ravens call. And you hear a voice out. You will not be seeing underneath this mask anytime soon.
Rainn will laugh real loudly, then she's like, you make this unfun!
You both hear that, or was that just Rainn?
You both hear that.
Rainn says...
And if you guys turn around, you see...
Oh, she's not turning around. Rainn's gonna keep facing the opposite direction. Like, you make it
Delsin,
unfun.
Do you turn around at all to look?
Yeah, Delsin's gonna look behind him.
I knew you were gonna have misfortune come to see us.
Winds start whipping up, and you can see raven feathers kind of flowing out of it, and then the visage of the jester, Misfortune, appears on the rooftop behind you all, rapier in hand, the one that has the raven feathers surrounded around it, jet black all the way to its point, and holding it up right in front of her, and just to the side.
Huh. Well, that's curious.
I like how nonchalant we are. Rainn's gonna take another sip of her flask and be like, you know, this is supposed to be an emotional time, not us having a fun little chat.
I don't care for the little things you're figuring out. I care for getting my answers, my questions answered.
Which ones do you need this time? I'll gladly comply.
It's curious, you. And she looks over and she's like, and a Martathas working with you as well.
He's just my boyfriend.
I saw him when leaving before. It's interesting to know the identity of the shadow finally.
So you know who I am?
That was inevitable. Rainn doesn't say that out loud, that's just me.
Curious, the shadow working with you. Another interesting fact. See, I've been, ever since the Eyeball and the Athenium, I have been curious. I've had a tale on you. You were at the Eyeball attack, and that later that night you went down to the Underzista. Next day, you visit Telerian Truth Tritons over in Telerian Town, followed by going to Otto at Fiona's Flower Works. Afterwards, I find you going over, now this makes sense, going to the Martathas Manor.
Yes, we had dinner.
And last night over towards Forgotten Storage. Now,
Same night.
I can't put a pin on what you're doing, but I know it has to be involved on what is going on, what's stirring up what the Queen is worried about. And I can't tell your loyalties.
May I look at you without you sending me to a lost world? Because Rainn's still been facing away from her the whole time.
You may stand.
Rainn will then get up from the thing, put her flask away, and look at her. I want to talk to you as I understand, not equals, as we are not. Thank you, Brian. That's going to make me laugh, so please move that away. I need to be serious. I need to be Rainn. I need to not be Colin who's going to giggle. That's because I giggle when I'm drunk.
Viewers, this is the mask he's looking at right now.
Yeah. We may not be. I understand you will not see me as an equal, but that is reasonable. We are at different places in our lives. But my loyalties remain with the Queen, as they were born to be.
Then why are you frequently with others who defy Her Majesty?
Long-term plans that you don't know about as of yet, in different circles, require me to at this time. Sadly, it will cause you, I understand, and it is reasonable, as your job to protect the Queen herself. It'll seem that my loyalties seem unguided. But especially in recent times, I promise you, they are solidly with our queen and our kingdom. And Rainn's going to switch to a very heavy Zestalian accent, like very formal.
Roll the persuasion check.
Okay, I will. I have to get my character sheet up. Give me 1 second. That's a 19.
19. She shifts her gaze quickly over to Delsin. Delsin, have you stood up or are you still sitting?
I stood up, yeah. When Rainn stood up, I stood up.
And what about you? A
What
child
about
of the Martathas? Somebody on the cusp constantly of getting into suspended superiority, but never quite there.
If you want to be honest, suspended superiority doesn't really interest me.
Then what's your involvement in all
Just
of
a
this? If
bunch
it's
of
not
arrogant, wealthy.
Please don't insult too much. I do need help. I'm trying to get this girl on my side. I implied that earlier.
then what game are you playing at here?
Game?
You're following her around, this one around in all of these locations.
He wishes justice for this city.
She's a friend.
That
the only game I'm playing is, like Ranger said, justice for this city.
If I was me or Brackett, it'd be like, getting some of this ass, because that's what Brackett would say. I'm sorry. That's what Brackett would do in this kind of situation, because he's an awkward boy. I had to say the joke out loud. But continue, Brian.
There's a lot of hands dug deep into the city all around.
I am well aware of that.
Rainn steps 1 step forward. You are very correct. The many hands seem to never want to let go.
As you took that step forward, she kind of like held the rapier in from her side, like kind of pointing out in a direction.
Rainn gives her a look like, I have no intention to harm you, Misfortune. We are both useful to each other, and I think we should work on that instead of threats and lies and ambiguities.
As somebody who's grown up in royalty my whole life, I've learned not to trust people so easily. And something tells me you all are working with one of those organizations, so I can't tell which one.
I work for me. Who I associate with to help and further my goals is separate. And hopefully soon, if I can do my job right, I will only work for our queen.
Loyal followers of the Queen are a little tight right now. The Queen is worried that somebody is about to try to tip the scales a little bit, change the fabric of the city in some way. But we haven't found anything concrete.
Rainn smiles very big.
I've been following you both because I feel like you all are involved in this somehow, and I need answers.
That is reasonable.
What's going on in this city?
Many things are going upon the city. Many things that even those who were born into royalty would never notice in 1,000 years. In the Underzista, it seems the power struggle that's existed there since the dawn of the city's existence is gearing up again, like it did. How many years ago was the last big conflict down there before the Liberator solved it? Because Rainn would know that. I just don't remember the date you gave me because I forgot to write it down. I know it was like 300 years ago, but I don't remember the more exacting numbers. I just want to be correct.
What happened in the Underzista?
Yeah, like the war that happened between the factions that brewed up into the Overzista until the Liberator solved it.
That was not hundreds of years ago. That was the Great Purge of 2173.
I don't know. Give me fucking time, Brian. How long is that?
20, you're currently in 2222, so 2173.
So it's okay. So it's 50 years ago.
55. Right?
She'll say
No.
55. She'll say the exact year because math is
22.
hard, guys.
22, 27. That was actually 49 years ago. I think,
Okay, 50. She's gonna round up to 50. Because I would guess that it began before then, and people were aware of it, and just nothing happened.
Yes.
Like, it seems the tides are shifting like they did 50 years ago. Some of the criminal organizations are gearing up for something. I have not figured out what. I don't work with them, so I don't know what their plans are. But I can tell from the people.
Jack, you work with them.
Damn, I knew you were gonna call me on that.
That's a straight up lie.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing though, but it is a lie. It's okay. She doesn't know because that's an 18 plus 8, so that's 26.
Okay, so you don't work. So continuing that thought, I don't know what they're planning. I don't work with them.
I don't work with them, though people who I know who work around them have been. The rumors have begun to amp up recently.
Is there something that's going to be pulled at the gala?
It is quite possible. I have not gotten concrete intel on it yet. Intel's gotten tight recently, and I'm trying to get some. That's why you've seen me in so many more sketchy locations recently. What I do know is there's going to be a power struggle on the under Zista, and it may boil up to Zista itself, and it could affect the Queen's reign, and that worries me. And I see that's not the only conflict that is coming forth to our kingdom.
What conflicts?
I see, at least from my knowledge now, at least one more. Though, if that one is happening based on old stories, more may come soon after. Evidence I've experienced with talking to wise ones and things I've experienced in the past several days points towards time's alignment coming forth again.
You can. What's
Can I insight check her? What second I say that?
roll an insight check?
Because I know she's
And
gonna be like,
if you want to as well, you can as well.
because I'm sure she's gonna be like, fuck. I rolled fine.
Natural 2.
Mine was a 17 total. I forgot to do math
17.
for a second.
You see for a second when you say time may be a lie again, like the lock on her arm holding the rapier out direction kind of like goes down for a second, and her mask goes down, like looks for a
I
second.
can see the
down
side
in
of her face a
direction.
little bit.
Yeah. It's you can see like some shaved lightly colored hair. She
I know her
appear to
hair's
be-
blonde.
She does appear to be blonde, like shaved on the side a little bit. And she then straightens it back up in your direction. She's just like,
It deeply
"What
worries me.
signs?"
Oh, she asked what signs?
Yes.
Shortly after you saw me at the Eye of All, I visited one of my close friends that lives in the monastery, and while watching him practice with his master, we were attacked by a storm elemental. I heard other parts of the city were also attacked that same night at the same time. As after talking to his master for a little bit after some meditation with him, he said he's been feeling some. I don't remember the exact words that Carson said, but the winds of change or something like that was, I believe, the way he said it. I would quote what Carson said. I don't remember very well because I have a bad memory.
Whatever you think you say, just say like.
She said the winds of change nearing are upon us, something similar to that, and he is quite an attuned man. As well as, I don't know. It's an odd feeling that I myself am getting. I've for years read the books about time's alignment, and I see small details, not big ones yet, beginning to fall into place, and it worries me that it is upon us again, which would be a deep danger to our city, along with the criminals in the Undersister beginning to work towards some kind of uprising potentially that I've heard. Though I do not know their extent or if they just intend to kill each other. I just know a war within the Undersister looks to be coming forth soon. So that's at least two fronts.
And what do you two intend to be doing about this?
Rainn looks at her and smiles and says, I intend to make sure the city that I love, that I was born to serve and protect, survives. At this time, I'm using what resources I have to gather intel to help that. That's why I sent the information I gave you yesterday. I think it was yesterday. It was earlier today I sent her the information.
Way earlier today.
Okay, it's been a long-ass day, so I'm forgetting. Actually, no, it's a different day. It was technically yesterday. It is 1:30 in the morning. That's why I sent you that. Though, small details of a less important threat to our city. But I knew you would want to know about it. That's the beginning of information I've been working to gather. Hopefully to give to you to help protect our queen.
And what about you?
Well,
I would
you know
say,
how I spend my night.
I'd say your loyalties lie with the city and just leave it at that. Just go for the mystery.
You know how I spend my evenings. I want to protect people of the city. My loyalties lie with the people of this city.
She takes the rapier down for a second, holds in front of herself, and then she sheaths it.
Our alignments are the same, Misfortune, even if our methods may not be the same.
We are not your enemy.
She eyes back and forth between the both of you. If your loyalty is to the queen in the city, prove it to me.
How do you wish that?
Something's going to happen on the gala tomorrow.
Oh crap, we're going to stop our own fucking goddamn stealing. Rainn's brain. Dicks. That's all you need to know in Rainn's brain. Sorry.
Somebody's going to be trying to steal something very important to the royal family. It's something that was lost, and the queen believes it's in the dye's magic cache. And everything points towards this night, multiple people vying for it.
Oh crap, this is when that split loyalty thing. Liberator of the queen, liberator of the queen.
There is there's a cellar on the corner of the 8th ring of Fortune's Runway, the northern street.
Rainn will take out her notebook real quick to write this down, but writing is better. I will destroy this if you wish.
Tomorrow before the gala, 5:30. Meet me there, I'll get you in, and then we'll really test your loyalties.
That worries me deeply. And may I ask how, as I am curious?
Well, you say you want to stop injustice, and she looks towards Delsin, and she looks back towards Rainn, and you want to protect the city you love. Then help me protect it.
Okay.
And then she just pulls out her rapier one more time and just slashes to the air. You see a bunch of ravens come out of the actual slash and surround around her until another wind whips around and she disappears.
Even more dramatic than I am.
Yeah, right. You're like, yeah, the drama is. I do it in my speech. She does it with the whole showing up bit. What's with us rich people in drama?
And You guys are alone standing on the rooftop.
Are we actually alone?
Roll a perception check. Intelligent.
I just love. Get in, son. Okay, I roll a perception check.
Mhm.
That was the wrong die. I grabbed a D12. That's not very helpful to me.
I rolled a 25.
Let me try that again. Perception. That is. Oh my god, math is so hard for me today. Fuck, that's a 17. I don't know why I can't do math.
Rainn, you don't see anything as you look around. Delsin, you catch a glint on a few rooftops over the visage of Misfortune now running across the rooftops off into a different direction.
Okay.
And
Has
all
she-
in my head right now, Andrew, I just want to say pause, is all I'm imagining is just Hawkeye and Age of Ultron. No one would ever know.
No.
No one would ever know.
So Rain will turn. Has she gone? That's a double check.
I just saw her run off that way.
Very good. Well, that's ominous.
She's definitely a character.
Aren't we all?
True. Do you think she can be trusted?
People born into royalty are hard to understand.
It's hard to trust someone when you don't even know what they look like.
That is true.
I'm one to talk, but
Delsin puts Hood further on for a second, then slides it back.
Just had a privilege check right there.
Yeah. It's so hard. He's like, hard to trust someone, you know. Rain's gonna pause and be like, at this point, it's our only choice. It's that or we will be arrested once we enter the gala.
true.
She knows who we are. We can't hide from her easily. What worries me is that we will be unable to actually commit the crime we need to commit.
That also came across my mind.
And we may not
This
be able
heist-
to...
This heist has become more complicated than we anticipated.
Rain's gonna walk back to the edge of the rooftop and be like, I didn't even... After I saw the queen, I didn't even want to do the damn heist anymore. She's gonna take a couple copper pieces just in her hand. I think I have copper. Okay, I only have silver. So she's gonna take a silver piece in her hand and waste. This is gonna be very wasteful of her, just because she wants to throw something. She's like, throwing a kunai or something is dangerous. Actually, no, she can throw the blink back kunai and not give a fuck. So I'm gonna do that and just kind of throw it at like a rooftop.
Good,
Off,
because
off in the distance.
literally, go. If you were tossing that silver coin, I was gonna say it's a 10% chance to hit somebody. I rolled a 92, so I was like, oh, shit.
It hit someone. Yeah.
But the blink back, you throw it as soon as it gets contact, it appears right back in the holster.
But yeah, essentially she just throws it full strength, real hard. I'm not gonna do a roll for it because it doesn't fucking matter. She's not aiming at anything. She's just angrily throwing. And then she summons it back to her hand. She's like, I just want to do my goddamn duty.
Oh yeah, you just say blink back, and then it returns to its holster.
Yeah. I just want to take the role I was born for. I'm tired of the hoops of it. To get there. So I want my last night to be normal. So then I could work towards being a slave to the city the rest of my life.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
One day, Delsin, we will find it. Justice. It's just gonna take a while.
Justice always does.
Let's save the city, I guess. Just know our friends may have to be sacrificed for this.
Bum, bum, bum.
Even though that pains me. Three people's lives are worth less. Sorry, that's not what she would say. She's a very much throw a person out if it saves 100. She'll burn that one person herself.
This has become so much more complicated than we intended.
Rainn kind of smirks. She's like, honestly, not so much to me, I guess. I just hoped I would have more say than I do. But I don't have the power I was born with. I have to re-earn it myself. It's late. We need to sleep.
We do. Tomorrow is going to be a long day.
Don't you live across town?
Do I?
I think so.
Right now
I don't
you're in
know.
Antelope
I don't know.
Grove. You live in
You said
Nature's Direction,
Yeah, that's
which is
what I
over
thought.
here. And right now you guys are over here. So you're like an hour and 15-minute walk away from your place.
Okay.
Would you like to stay over? Make it faster for the morning? Or is there stuff you're going to need at your abode?
I think aside from my armor, which is at the shop, I have everything in my bag of holding.
I guess we'll head home for the night.
Sounds like a plan.
Rainn will now finish her entire flask, so I will have to make a Constitution saving check.
Oh, Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
Vomits off the roof.
That'd be reasonable.
Natural one.
No, it wasn't. It was a 13. It wasn't great, but I rolled a 12 and a 13, so it's a 13.
For finishing that, wait, it's 12 and a 13?
Yeah, you said that disadvantage. I rolled a 12. My numbers I rolled were 12 and 13, so the lower one's 12 plus 1 is 13.
Oh, okay.
I know it's not. I rolled two numbers next to each other, so I threw your brain off. I'm sorry.
You have a +1.
Oh, yeah, I have a +1, so it totally threw your brain off. I'm so sorry.
It makes you, like, for a second blink back and
I'm
really
sure.
Stumble, but everything stumble, but
like the burp up, like.
and you have to like reposition your stance, kind of thing.
Rainn's gonna reseal it and be like, I kind of regret that. She's like, we should head back to my home before that feels like something.
In a few minutes, you will be drunk.
Yeah. I had a feeling.
Okay.
So we're gonna head back to her house, which is not far away. It's only a couple minutes away.
You guys make your way back down from the rooftop. Thankfully, before the drunkenness hits, Rainn, on the walk back to your apartment, it's about 20 or.
I was thinking it was about 20 minutes.
So it's not.
But it's a walk, so it's not that bad.
Mm-hmm. So you guys walk together through the streets. The lights are now
a little
way
blurry.
different than they were a few minutes ago for you. Almost like a runway walking through the city, Rainn, for you.
Yeah, Rainn is going to be holding on to Delsin's arm like we were before. Walking as a couple.
Oh, yeah.
And she's gonna say, any other questions you have for me before I meet your parents or meet your father, who I'm sure will be a little more. Rainn's gonna switch back to her like regular accent, a little more critical of the poor girl.
I'm not sure. I know there's stuff you would prefer me not to mention.
Yes, but anything you think will be helpful with the man. I'm sure he's already going to be quite disgruntled towards my dress, as it will not, though it will meet the fashion standards of Zista City, it will not meet the conservative nature of the modern royalty.
True, but If you want to be honest, I don't really care about what my father thinks.
You don't, but I need him to kind of trust me for the night. He is our, quote, chauffeur, and we are representing your family. We must
True.
act as if we are not there to go do a heist. She probably says that
Sure.
lol out, like, heist. As she feels it more. I finished my drink.
If my father asks about your family, what do you want me to say?
They have passed. Do you have any actual trying questions on her family? Right now's the time to ask. She's a little...
If you don't mind me asking, what is the truth about your family?
Rainn stops walking for a second. They
You're
were
right
murdered.
outside the lamppost at the top of your street.
Rainn goes a little quieter. They were murdered. They were killed by a higher family. I'm very sure of it. I have no proof yet, but I know that's what happened.
I'm sorry.
Whoever did it, I promise, what they will get will not be justice. It will be the worst thing any being will have experienced in history. Because they need to know what I feel every day. She breathes in. Is like, let's go to bed. It's late.
Can't tell who's edgier right now.
Delsin
Who's
will just
edgier right
nod.
now? Yeah, Delsin, edgy, edgelord Rainn. I will give them pain like there's never been experienced in all of history. Delsin, don't cross this woman. Don't cross this woman. Don't cross this woman.
Delsin will just nod and will continue towards her.
You take the turn out from the runway, the spotlight of the city streets on all of you, into the shadowy darkness of the alleyway leading up to your abode.
Once she gets close to the doorway...
steps, a
Sorry.
few oil lanterns on steps as you do walk
Stamps.
through, or provide the only bit of light. And you just hear the quietness of everything. Little creaks of metal going by, some nighttime city animals flying by. But the street is yours.
Give me 1 second. Well, we're going to walk into the building first.
Okay. You guys walk into your apartment building. The door does not appear to have been tampered or unlocked or messed up since the last time you were here.
Good. Because I will yell at fucking Misfortune if she just goes in my apartment. She's allowed in. She has to ask. Trust, two-way street, bitch.
Delsin, this is the first time actually you are seeing Rainn's apartment building. It's pretty low. Like there's just a room with counters, dishes stacking up in one corner.
Oh, we're not inside yet. We're not inside the apartment yet.
Oh, okay.
We're going to walk up to the door before Rainn unlocks her door. She's going to look to see if it's tampered with, but not go in yet. And Rainn's going to... Because she's a little drunk now. That's why I decided to do a shot for funsies. Gotta be the character, guys. She's kind of gonna let go of the arm and face Delsin and grab his arms like at the elbows, like you know how you'd grab someone to talk to them like intimately. And she's gonna ask very simply, "Why did you choose to trust me?"
You're not like other people I've met.
She's gonna be like, "That is a terrible answer." Is he gonna laugh?
Oh, this is in character.
Rainn's not like other girls.
Yeah, I'm imagining Delsin for the first time I've seen him break like his like seriousness, and he just laughs like, "I don't know what you want from me. I'm sorry."
Pretty much. I mean,
and Rainn's gonna look at him and be like, "See, I knew there's a sense of humor in there."
I have met very few people like you. You're smart. You're cunning.
Ooh, wow, this is more romantic than I expected it to be.
Don't cut this off. Let him go.
Go, keep going. I want to hear this, boy.
You're smart, cunning. Know what you want. You'll do anything to get it. I admire that.
I'm flattered. You want to know why I trusted you?
Why?
I saw that drive you had to save. The moment we saw those children at what the fuck her face's name is, she's gonna even slur the name of that person, the lady we spied on. Not important. I don't give a fuck about her. She's going to jail. She's a not important character anymore.
Caffeine Ulianmus.
Irrelevant. She's going to jail. She's gonna get floated tomorrow. She's an irrelevant character. She murdered 5 people, and I gave direct evidence for it. That girl is fucked. So Rainn's probably gonna slur her name when you help those children, without a question, without a thought. I saw you. Maybe you had the pain I felt. To be helpless. I want no one in the city to feel helpless. I want them to feel only joy. Something I know is literally impossible. Impossible feat. But Sisters meant to be the place where people go for their dreams. It's where my mom's family went for their dreams. It's where so many families go to find their future, and instead they get knocked down to the ground as the rich profit and the poor get to suffer and starve to death in the streets. I want every damn fucking noble to know what it's like to starve to death. To know what it feels to have no power in your existence as you die.
On that, my friend, we can agree.
Good. In the future, you will see me do things that will be questionable. She now just switches letting going love arm and does like goes towards the handshake we've done before and says, I promise our loyalty. My goals and your goals will align. She now whispers, whether it be a free sister or actual reform. Let's save our city and save its people.
Agreed.
So probably like the handshake. And then she unlocks her door and kind of stumbles in.
And as you guys walk in, the first thing that you notice is on the windowsill, just 2 prying eyes as a calico cat.
Rainn's just gonna look at the cat and be like, why the fuck are you following me? She's gonna say it way too loud everyone's asleep in this apartment building, and she's like, why the fuck are you following me?
It doesn't even meow. It just looks at you and cocks its head.
Delsin will lock eyes with the cat.
Rainn's gonna walk up to the cat and be like, if you are controlled by a person or associated with someone, please tell them, can we just fucking talk? I'm tired of everyone playing the little finger game. She does like the puppet games. Little puppet games with just... I like set goals and whatever. So if you're reporting these words of mine to them, or you're just a cat and I'm losing my mind because I'm a little drunk, that's fine as well. Please, let's have a fucking conversation. And she's just gonna be like, fuck.
As you're staring into this cat's eyes, you almost feel like a smile forms on the cat's lips before
gone.
Disappears into a cloud, a quick puff of dust before it disappears.
It's a familiar. It is definitely a familiar.
Rainn's gonna put her head out the window because she knows the person, she's not stupid. She's trying to be like, yeah, okay, not a real cat. Okay. And she's gonna stick her head.
Just to be clear, that was, yeah.
That was what?
That was.
We can roll Arcana checks and figure it out if we think it is.
That was the same cat that's been with us this whole time, right?
That was Lucky. You saw the collar to confirm it.
Can I roll Arcana check to know if I know that? Wait.
Oh,
Wait, no. Does currently did Oliver have his dog when I was with Oliver? Or not yet?
It's a first level spell.
Oliver... That's okay. So it's Oliver's choice, real quick. So Andrew, switch characters.
I'd honestly say no, because he didn't know too many spells in the beginning. He has it now, but not way back then.
Okay. Well, it's only a year ago, dude.
He might have had an actual dog, but
would Delsin know what a familiar is? You should roll an Arcana check.
Okay, I feel like Rainn would because she did date a wizard.
Just saying, being who you guys are, what you've experienced in life, you can tell that was a familiar.
Rainn's gonna stick her head out the fucking window, way drunk, way loud, in her normal, like, in her, like, fake accent, her normal, like, I'm a poor person accent, and be like, just don't bother me till the fucking morning.
Just slams the window.
Yeah, it slams the fucking window. So that way you can yell. You can. I know. Me, the player, knows who that is. You can tell them, please don't bother me till the morning. And you can tell them I yelled at their character. I'm aware of this stuff. Oh, it's gonna be fun, Vicky. You can turn your mic on now, because now you can, like, we're gonna stop being characters in a second.
I'm sorry,
So
what?
do you guys do to end-
I
what
may
do
know
you
who
guys
the
do to
character
end the
is.
night?
He told me. Rainn is going to look at probably the mess of dishes, sigh, put her flask in the sink, and go to bed, and, like, go to the bathroom, wash her makeup off. Rick Delsin, there's probably still a pillow and blanket from Andy last night. You probably see wherever Andy left the blanket and pillow. I don't know if he folded it or not. I do not remember what
the
Andy said.
Andy is polite. He folds his blankets before he leaves.
I have a feeling Andy folded it, and it's nicely on the couch.
Politely folded. The pillow is freshly fluffed.
Yeah, it's sitting
will
on the couch ready to be used again.
I will find it and promptly collapse and fall asleep.
Not taking any, like, you're just gonna be in full, like, leopard gear and just be like, fuck it.
I'll get ready for sleep, and then I will collapse on the couch. and fall
Rainn's
asleep.
gonna freshen up in the sink, take a couple of her piercings out, set them in, like, the little cleaning jar thing, tie up her hair, and she's gonna go to bed.
Okay. And as the
Actually, wait 1 second
of-
before I say she's gonna go to bed. Let me see if there's any, like, gear she's gonna throw in her, like, hidden closet. I just want to double check first. I don't think we got anything that I would put in there yet. When she takes her boots of speed and blink back kunai, she's going to unlock her thing. Check to see if the trap's been triggered in her.
Trap has not been triggered.
I didn't think so. And put those magic items that she has in there, and then reset the trap and lock it. And
the
Delsin
spell
probably
scroll
notices
with
she
it
has
all?
some locked closet.
Are you doing anything with the spell scrolls?
They're going in there too. They're gonna go actually double locked into one of her chests in there.
Okay. All right. And as all of the members of the Lucky Cinq find sleep, Serenity's little night still to be explored.
If she's exhausted tomorrow, I'm stabbing her. First thing I'm doing.
We will go ahead and end tonight's session right here. Guys, the night's finally done!
Holy
God.
That was
How
like
many
10 episodes.
How many sessions was that day?
It technically isn't done yet because we still have to probably do a solo session with Brian.
No, Brian's thing is not going to be long. That's going to be the beginning of next session.
Okay.
Unless Brian does something god-awful stupid.
You should
How
ask him.
long?
You should tell him the idea of what's going to happen and figure out what he wants to do, and then be like, okay, know what? Maybe we should do a solo session or not. You should figure that out beforehand.
So, to answer your question before we go ahead and say goodnight to the chat, for how many sessions this night has been, so...
Thank you,
Today,
for
I
viewers,
think
by the way.
it's been,
So,
like,
super
nine.
sexy solo session, number 1.
Oh, right, with me was the beginning of this day.
3. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
There's at
6,
least
7,
11. My guess, it's 11.
8, 9, 10, 11 if you include the split sessions and the super solo
I was
sexy
right.
sessions. If you are just talking about like the numbered sessions,
Yeah, no, it's 11. It's 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and now 9. Yes.
Yeah, I know. I know how to do math, Brian.
Okay. Well, I was confirming.
My ass.
Yeah, this is tradition. We do
It is
about
average
11 to 12
10
sessions per day. And the gala will be longer. The gala's gonna be madness because we have to totally split the party a lot to do the gala now.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna have to pretend to be just there for the gala.
Oh,
and the
and
rest
do
of the
you
party has to do
realize,
everything
too,
else.
Cobbler, do you realize too, Misfortune wants to take you and Delsin to the gala now when you're supposed to be going with the Marta?
Oh, wait, I didn't know she wanted to bring us to the gala. I didn't realize that. She didn't say that.
That's what she said. She said she wants to help you guys to help her stop this. Meet at that place at 5:30 when the gala starts meeting at 6 o'clock. Good luck to all of you.
Okay, I didn't realize that's what she meant. I would change how I wanted to have that conversation. Fuck. That's now, we can't fix that now. She will have to send a quick link to be like, by the way, we have plans with the Martyrfasts. We can't just not go to those unless you show up at the Martyrfast home.
How would you ever explain that you guys are going to the gala? We'll talk about this all separately.
Yeah, that's off-stream
This
stuff.
night has ended.
I didn't realize that that's what
finally
she
be
meant.
going-
But Rainn was not
will
feeling
finally-
great, so.
We'll finally be going on to the day of the gala come tomorrow. A lot of interesting new things, especially after Callum telling the guard about Yic. This is gonna make tomorrow go interesting. So we'll see how everything continues next week when we stream. Thank you all guys so much for coming. We are still at 49 Twitch followers, but we would love to get that 50th. We will shout you all out. We gotta get this before the gala. We gotta get that hype because this is gonna be big, guys. We have literally built something huge around this.
Oh no, this is so much that I don't know actually how it's going to work. I actually think it's impossible. And I think we're just all characters are gonna die. That's it. It's gonna be fucking Rogue One. All the characters die.
This is the greatest heist of all time. My name is Brian Creevy. Thank you guys so much for coming, and good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh
Good night.